WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
The Ruler. This is Week Ho Wednesday, and to my right is Everybody's Women Crush Wednesday. My co-host, the one and only Toy. It goes, love this show, y'all. I'm dealing with a guy. We have been dating for 9 months. In light of everything going on in the world, he has been voicing his opinion about situations, and I don't agree with any of his views. I love everything else except his opinions.
Damn.
How do I fix this? FYI, he's white.
It's about to be a white boy summer.
So could that be the issue?
For sure. Just come out different when it's not coming from your own race. It's just never been something I'd be like, oh, I date Bill.
I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill.
I don't really like light-skinned guys. I don't like pink
Yeah,
meat.
pink. So like it's like you see it.
Pink tip, it be pink.
And then pink on the
Yeah,
tip.
I don't like.
So sometimes a light skinned guy have a dark tooth.
And then it look dark,
And you-
so it's not as off to me.
Okay, so
I feel
now
like
you-
it's supposed to be pink because they light skinned. You know what I'm saying?
but
But I don't
because
want
it's
it to
not-
be dark because
because
then
it's
I'm gonna
not.
say you dirty.
Yo, it's the great checking in. You already know. Hood mayor. That name ring a bell everywhere he go. The neighborhood hero. Yeah. Falling on you niggas, man, I see y'all in the bleachers. Ain't fucking with you, shorty, need no leeches. Practice what I preach, don't need no teachers. Got my own niggas, I don't need your features. In the streets, yeah, you know my name, it ring a bell. Got this shit sold up just like Stringer Bell. Got the pack in for the low, you better bring a scale. Slide through the city streets, yeah, niggas know I'm well. In the streets, yeah, you know my name, it ring a bell. Got this shit sold up just like Stringer Bell. Got the pack in for the low, you better bring a scale. Slide through the city streets, yeah, niggas know I'm well. Pull up in the Phantom, in the city, yeah, nigga, this is my anthem. When I was a shorty, yeah, niggas call me Hammer. Designer to the floor, nigga looking like a scammer. Made a life shooting dice, nigga was a gambler. Me and my niggas don't play around. Got a couple of dogs that'll lay it down. Fuck wait till they don't make it now. The greatest thing don't make a sound. Like a rock, can't nobody stop us. From Pelly Coast, yeah, niggas swap it. Now we pull that Aspen dropper. Can't believe niggas tried to crop us out the pitch. And we take every night. I'm going for double digits. All my bitches bad, and they gotta watch they fake. You a snake, bro? Nah, we don't really feel you. Moves through, and the nigga might clear. Early bird gets the worm, yeah, niggas gotta get up. We gone. Falling on you niggas, man, I see y'all in the bleachers. Ain't fucking with you, shorty, need no leeches. Practice what I preach, don't need no teachers. Got my own niggas, I don't need your features. In the streets, yeah, you know my name, and ring a bell. Got this shit sold up just like Stringer Bell. Got the pack in for the low, you better bring a scale. Slide through the city streets, yeah, niggas know I'm well. Yeah.
It's Mr. Lingo himself. Hey. Dibs. Cobbs on that, my nigga. Come on, let me get a piece of that slice, boy.
Shut that shit, boy. True. I ain't no rapper though. Look.
with great precision like circumcision. They cut you off quick. It's hard to miss this division. In my city, it's too thick. Is that your chick? Pretty face, slim waist, bite out. Bet I can merch it. Chan dicey with the Lexi out south. Put dibs on it cause I know I got cars. But if you stingy with this dough, it's guarantee you get robbed. Use others, probably kick a 2 or 3 flat that's barely distant. Shot lingo is sorta different, like none other, we just gifted. Dibs. Money is the root of all evil. Knievel here to deceive you. Let's take a ride, we could dip to the lake for an escape down LSD. That's my favorite to beat. But if you wanna say some gas, we can hop on the L. It's full of colors. Anywhere you wanna go, I won't tell. Secret safe with me. Drill to my heart and throw the key in 6 corners. If you wanna, any gangway or do. It's just the taste that keep me going. Need my sandwich intact. Throw a pickle and some lays on the side. Let's get it, Joe. Let's hit the show. It's finally summertime shot. The Hawks different. Need some gym shoes to go with this fit. They just don't get it. Boy, they just don't get it. The lingo's different. I'm so CHICA. Go, we so live. My pops not being around was a blessing in disguise. The gardens look so well, man. It taught me how to rock. I was fiending like a junkie, but I never had the cop. Just to make it to the top, they say that's when the pain stops. I used to be afraid to walk through humbled. I was terrified. Now I stroll through it freely, mainly cause it's gentrified. Shit, yeah, mainly cause it's gentrified. If you was black, you was folks to some folks. Mainly kings, SDs, 2 6s, man, it wasn't no joke. Ain't no gold about the coast. They snatched Cabrini for the green. The priest said it best, facts, money ain't a thing. Out of sight, out of mind, it's how the game really goes. As the world turns, who's got in my light, you never know. Today is relevant, tomorrow you could be exposed. Listen to my story as the page turn, let it burn. You gon' learn today as I usher you down the hallway. Pick a room, enter at your own risk. Daily I get frisked, cause my melanin is bliss. Full of kingdom attributes, they be hating on that. But listen, pay attention, don't be blinded by the blind folk. Can't keep a bird in a box, just let my people go. Privilege is bigger than Hennessy, you see. The darker the tone, the clearer the message. What more I gotta prove to attest it? It's loyalty over money in case they forgot. Just cause Lori light on the foot don't mean the crime gon' stop. Cause we got families to feed and need. The poverty is at an all-time high. Do anything to get by. We rob, cheat, and steal. Then they hit you with the stale face. United up in these states. How? Give me a break when we get cast off of following dreams. I seen it all. Never claimed to be perfect. Every day I had to fall. Humble by defeat, but never let it define me. Statistically speaking, who really looking to find me? Dibs. Mr. Lingo himself. Alter ego. I ain't no rapper though. Not one. 2 bags eating chicken. What you wanna do? Missing? Give me that chicken. Give me that chicken. Chicken. What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the podcast, 2 Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man who always got something to say, your boy Fly Sweater KJ.
And we broadcasting live from WIIFTBP. What's in it for the black people? We got a dope show for y'all today. We got some guests in the building. I told y'all we gonna have some more guests in general, but we trying to make sure we have some women's perspectives up here when we be talking our shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely about to be
spicy.
Fuego. You know what I mean? So, ladies, introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know where they can find you social media-wise, and we'll jump right into it. You feel me?
You can find me on Instagram at Corinthia Moments. That's Corinthia_moments.
You can move the mic. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I'm Candy. You can find me on Instagram as The Real Candy Lady, the spelled D-A, The Real Candy Lady.
The real. So what does that insinuate, The Real Candy Lady? You say like, you know, growing up,
move your mic closer.
We used to have the candy stores, where they used to sell the fruities and all that type of chews, all that type of shit.
Well, my name is Candace, a.k.a.
Oh, I was fucking with you.
You know.
I'll go into details.
No, you good. I was fucking with you.
Yeah.
That's fair. Corinthia _ we had Corinthia on the show before on when we shoot on the Wednesdays, and it was so dope that we felt the need to bring her back. So here we are again. But if you are new to the channel, you know what I'm saying, new to the station, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Follow the Twitter and the IG 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. Yo, child, let's dive right into it. You feel me? You know what I be on, straight dummy. You know what I'm saying?
I was on the show before too one night. It was at the other.
No, I think that time we just went live on Facebook. Yeah. No, that wasn't even me. Remember, that was somebody else. I think I was just we just provided the content and then the food. You cooked the seafood more than I did. But remember, they just had like a bunch of questions that they want to dive into. So you feel me? That was dope though. I remember that day. That shit was fun. That's when everybody got to meet Candace. So Candace, so awesome. Ooh, you was there too. You can't You was there too.
That was his first time meeting me too.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, you was there, boy. I remember that, boy. Anyway, so
I left early.
Yeah, I think you did leave early. Yeah. It was a vibe though. It was great. It was great energy.
He ate though.
No.
I don't think he did. KJ don't be. Nah. KJ don't be. If it ain't his cooking though, somebody else he know. I don't think he be on that. You feel me? So, let's dive right into it. You wanna hop on that first question? We just okay, cool.
That's gonna be heated.
All right, so I mean it's gonna get heated regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, I saw somebody post kind of like a quote. I don't know if it was theirs or whatever the case may be, but I'm just gonna read this quote and then we gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? Opinion wise, we gonna see what's what. So the only way to know, and if you in the comments, what's up? You know what I'm saying? If you in here with us, we rock with y'all. We appreciate y'all. I know KJ got the phone over there. So the only way to know a woman really likes you is if you can control it and never have to worry or question it. And she becomes dumb and stupid when she get around you. The woman that's smart around you is stupid around the guy that she likes. And that's why you hate, and that's what you hate about her. She keeps running back to him. Should I read that again?
Yeah, read that.
The only way you know if a woman really likes you is if you can control it. Never have to worry about it. And she becomes dumb and stupid when she gets around you. The woman that's smart around you is stupid around the guy she likes. And that's what you hate about her. She keeps running back to him.
I think it's a lot going on in that question.
Or a statement.
Or is it like she's in a relationship with cheats, or is she single? And
also, you want to break it down. Okay.
So I'll break it down.
Go ahead.
In other terms, the woman that really likes you, she's going to be not as smart around you. She's going to make like common mistakes, right? So it's going to come off like she's kind of like not as intelligent as she usually is around you. Like she'll do like
because she get like nervous stuff. Or right. Like you know what I'm saying,
like the trippy stuff. So if you think about the nerdy dude, right? He's always like fidgeting around the girl he likes, or he like does something stupid, like he drops something. Right?
Like you can ask a simple question and then you give like a dumbass answer to a simple question because
or you make it longer because you're overthinking it because you like the guy who's asking the question.
But she says she disagreed. Why you disagree?
I disagree because when a female likes a man, she really wants to impress him. Like, I don't think that she would get around him being dumbfounded. Maybe vulnerable to him.
Okay, that's a good word.
But not dumb, I would say.
But the nerd wants to be impressive too.
Are we talking about nerds or women in general?
I mean, it's the same trait.
No, it's not.
It would be the same trait. If I'm a nerdy,
you're calling women nerds?
No. If I'm a nerdy dude and I get around this hot girl that I like, I'm gonna stumble and trip all over myself, right? So if a woman did that, that's what he's asking. If a woman did that, then that's how you know she truly likes you. When she makes those mistakes that we consider the nerdy dudes to do.
So are you saying when we're not trying to be perfect? Like
you're trying to, but you just can't even like do it because you're so. I guess you're like you're just
flustered. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just
you're just thrown off.
But that sounds more of a puppy phase.
Right.
I mean, it's fair. So you saying it's a phase though?
I feel that. I mean,
it's the beginning.
The beginning. Yeah. Okay.
Basically, that sounds like puppy stage, that honeymoon phase.
Right.
You know,
the high school phase.
like, oh my God, like you're gonna do that. That's what's gonna happen.
And it's
Like,
great,
I
but
feel-
so at the end of the day, will women do that for guys that they dislike?
I'm not probably
man don't
Just
like
say
me.
no.
It
question
ain't
because
I know,
I
right?
don't think it's true
Just
that
around the
women.
bush.
I don't think it's true that women act goofy around guys they like.
purposefully, yeah. I
Right.
think that's just a natural thing you'll get when you have an actual connection.
All right, so let me tell you. Let me give y'all an example, right? So
I never act goofy around a guy I like.
let me try to give you an example, right? So I went on a date last week, right? On Thursday, I think it was, or right? I think it was the same. Yes,
Your
whatever.
dates are always interesting.
Yeah,
say that.
right. So I went on a date. I went on a date on Thursday, and right away, the girl had shown me that she had a level of attraction to me, right? So maybe from even this was the first time I've met her in the flesh. We had like prior conversation to set up.
Dated on social media.
No, not even that. I mean, that's how we first became in communication. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not huge for like texting buddies and going back and forth. So I'm just gonna let you know what it is, and we're gonna set the date, and then we're gonna meet. So it's the first time she met me in person. She walks up to the car because I was picking her up from her wherever she was at. So she's walking to the car, and then her first reaction, my immediate reaction was, okay, she thinks I'm attractive, you know. So then she,
What made you get that?
just the way she looked, and then when she got in, she immediately like gave me a comment, a compliment. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, cool. And then when we got to our destination, she let me know certain things that she does when she's nervous, right? So she started telling me like, I fidget, or if I do this, don't pay attention to it. It just means I'm nervous or something. And then she has this little thing without giving away too much. She just has a unique thing that she does when she's super nervous. You know what I'm saying? So immediately that let me know that she at least liked me, right? Or had a level of attraction. You know what I'm saying? And she was able to vocalize what that was for her. Not saying that, even using this as an example, not saying that that's a dumb thing or like, you know what I'm saying? I completely understood where he was coming from with it, not to call women like stupid or dumb. I think it's just a level of if you go back to like elementary school and shit, when you used to have like crushes on like people and you used to write little notes and send them the note or throw it on like the little airplane, and the anticipation of them like not responding right away, you gotta like wait for it, or whenever you around her at like lunch or recess, you getting a little nervous because it's just like, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how he meant it. So I think it's some truth to it. I guess that's just my personal opinion to say all that to say I think it's some truth to it. Because I've seen it on the flip side too, where I've experienced, at least I thought that a girl liked me, but for some reason she kept always wanting to go back to her previous dude or relationship. So that made me feel like, and that was a thing that I hated about her. Like, you stupid as hell, you steady going back to this goofy ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think from my personal experience, it kind of has some truth to it. What's up, Boosie? Boosie in the building. So yeah, I don't know, but it's a good segue. If y'all have any more thoughts on it, it's a good segue to the next topic or question that I have.
How do you feel that bold women act in front of men that they like? Do you think they have any vulnerability towards men, or?
I think so, because they still human.
I mean, what do
Right?
bold women do that's silly? Like
I mean, it wouldn't even be silly. It's just they're just out of their character, and you just make simple mistakes, right? So like,
and you would know
if you're not a clumsy person, and then out of a sudden you just like drop something, or you're like, you just can't come up with like,
'cause, like,
words,
if you
can't focus straight, like you're not your normal self. That's It's not like even being silly, because like if you say like nerdy people, right? Because that's what we see in movies. That's the only reason I said nerdy people. Like outside of that hot girl, like they will be like, they're probably the top of whatever they're doing.
Right.
Like they're people, like they're extremely smart in whatever they're doing, but then they get around this girl and she's not even really intimidating. They're just really like attracted to her. So they have that super puppy stage, right? And now they can't really like focus or think straight.
Right. I think it's only certain women. Like, it's not
Everybody,
all
I
women.
feel like everybody feels like that
that's
at some point when you meet that person that you really are attracted to. Like that
Yeah.
first
initial
stage, that's just like, oh shit, like you just like, man, yeah, you the shit right now. You can't do no wrong with like those first
When
3
you're
months.
in the lovey-dovey stage.
Yeah, well,
The honeymoon
that's
stage.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree still and say that I don't think people act dumb or.
Well, you're not
clumsy.
intentionally acting dumb.
Well, I know. What you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Don't put too much emphasis on those
Yeah,
are
on
just
the
his
words.
choice words. Those are his choice words. You know what I'm saying?
Focusing on the words. I'll just say this then: you're not acting yourself.
Yeah.
When you get around somebody that you generally like and want, right?
So you ever seen those situations where like whether it's a movie or like whatever, but I'm just using this as an example, right? Like let's say, even just going back to you saying like clumsy, right? Let's say y'all like cooking together some shit, and then like a brush by happens or something, and you feel a certain way about it, and then you like drop a plate or something, then you say right after that, I'm not normally clumsy, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's that he just made me with that little brush, you know what I'm saying, made me act out of character and I dropped this plate, like, and then right after you drop the plate, you say, I'm not normally clumsy, like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess try to use that as an example to paint the picture a little more, I guess, is what he was trying to say. So I don't know. I mean, you can still, you a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a good segue. Boosie funny. She said, "Hey y'all, chicken eating vegetarian." That's funny as hell. So look, I saw. Well, I didn't see anything. It always kind of get talked about, but from a relational standpoint. But somebody posted the other day, why do ladies ghost guys, and what turns them off completely from them? So
dry conversation.
Right into it, shit. Right out the gate.
For me,
Dry
it depends
conversation.
on what type of guy you are. Like, I like a certain.
Hold on, so let's answer the first one then. So you would ghost a dude because of dry conversation?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Who else? I mean, you have a
no
thought.
common interest.
Okay.
Like, I can't get with someone that's like don't have anything in common.
So opposites attract is not a thing for you.
I mean, I can be attracted to you, but not.
It's not gonna be long, no longevity.
Yeah. So shit don't vibrate. Well,
It is. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, and then talk closer to the mic.
Close to the mic.
Pull that mic a little close to you, but don't be nervous about that mic, boy. Pull that motherfucker. Pull that motherfucker a little closer. Just about as close as I got it. You feel me? Pull that motherfucker a little closer to you. Cause they say they can't hear you in the chat.
Oh, they can't hear me.
Yeah, we hear you now. Go ahead. Yeah, don't be. She say Jill Scott the mic. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Studio fun, y'all. Studio fun. Okay, so common interest, dry conversation.
Dry conversation, for sure.
Okay. What are some things that turned you off completely from guys? What are some of your pet peeves?
They don't even get far with me, to be honest with you, because like the minute they don't just get far.
And that's based on who they are, or
yeah, them.
It's the what you doing and the no follow up afterwards. Like that gets me like
No. It's the what you doing.
Why you ask me what I'm doing for if you don't?
Okay, no. So elaborate a little more on that. So like if I text you, or I guess I don't know how far along we would be in the conversation or us talking, right? So let's say if it's new, you know what I'm saying? Let's say we only went on one date. You feel me? And if I text you like midday or close to evening and say what you doing, you don't like that shit?
I would be like, I would tell you what I'm doing, but I would like a response. Like,
oh, okay, I see
it's
what you're
like,
saying.
oh, okay. Like, what did you ask
so
me
just
for?
don't check in on me and then just like leave me.
Right.
Yeah, like.
So see, I'm the type where I'm.
What if they working though?
Huh?
What if they working? What if they doing something?
Say that.
Well, you would know if they're working, then it don't matter. Like, if you're asking me what I'm doing, then.
And then if she tells you, and then you don't say nothing, if you don't say nothing else.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. That's so for me, and I guess that's a perfect, segue into about what I was about to say. But I think for me personally, I can be super direct, right? I'm an Aries, so like I can be like direct in a way where, let's say if I do text you and say, "What you doing?" You feel me? Now I don't really say that shit anyway, but like if I text you and say what you doing, and you say nothing, bored at home, I'm gonna say, "Oh shit, get ready. Can you be ready in an hour? I'm gonna slide on you."
But
you know what I'm saying?
Men, I like you, so And a lot of women don't.
So I
like
get why that would
direct.
be a super turn on. Some don't, you know what I'm saying? And you got to know that too.
Yeah.
Before you go into it, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be subtle a little bit, you know what I'm
I don't know
saying?
what he's directing me in that, but they ain't directing at me. So don't know. Father God, where are they?
No, so that's a good. What about you, Corinthian? Some things that turn you off completely. I don't know if you answered
Just
that.
disrespect, honestly. Like I don't like sexual talk, especially if it's in the beginning stages. Like nigga, you don't know me like that. Don't play with me.
That's fair. Uh-oh.
Even if you did know me, don't ever play with me like that. Especially if we ain't got that type of relationship. Because like I'm a jokester. I can joke and be sarcastic and da.
Okay.
But it's within the limits, especially when it's a new person.
When it's being
like,
disrespectful.
Yeah, like what is wrong with you?
Hmm.
And then I hate, like she said, to piggyback the whole what you doing thing. But no, it's the what you doing. We'll make the plans and there's no follow through. Get the fuck out my inbox then. You're gonna stay there.
That's fair.
What about physical things like teeth and nails and stuff?
I don't.
Like me, I'm a big teeth and nails person.
Okay.
Like I'll look at I might like you physically that I'm seeing, but then I might look at your nails.
I know, right?
Or
I'm
I might
always
look
like
at
trying
your
to make sure
teeth.
my shit at least
Man,
clean. You know what I'm saying?
Lately, they've actually been getting better. I haven't seen any crazy men.
Right.
Unless they work
I hope I don't
crazy.
Unless they like, I mean, like you know.
I think
just how, like,
you know that plays a part in just self care. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important.
for me.
I think it's becoming more acceptable.
Devin, what's good, bro?
And,
manicure.
Yeah, getting the mani pedis or like even like Instagram, like y'all gotta take care of y'all feet sometimes. Like damn,
This is Shaq. Y'all
like,
seen
I ain't know
Shaq?
you
Yeah,
did,
Shaq
bro.
feet
I know
horrible,
you did
but
this,
he don't get
bro.
no fuck. Like he out
No,
here
that's
getting
what
bread.
I'm
He don't care about
saying.
his feet. Like you know what I'm saying?
man.
I think appearance is important, so I can see why that would be one of your completely turned off points. So let me ask: Are both of y'all single right now?
Yes.
Are both of y'all single?
Yes.
See the way it's set up. The way it's set up.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. So
How has that been for y'all?
Nice.
How
It's
is
been great.
It's
single
been
life been for y'all?
50-50 for me.
Okay.
Like I can deal with it, but I don't want to like that.
Fair.
Like, I would say I want a relationship, but I don't want to force anything where I don't want to jump into anything.
Okay.
Fair.
That's fair.
I like being alone. I like it. I like being single.
Yeah, you
I
mentioned
like
you mentioned that.
commitment without the commitment. I
Okay.
said that before.
Okay.
Because it's like the minute it gets to that point, I'm just like, you don't like you no more. Like, why are you breathing like that?
Why you
You know,
no titles, right?
yeah.
I like that.
Only because I want and crave a deeper connection that I have yet to come across a male that wants the same thing, basically.
Okay.
So I rather remain single until I'm like
So when you find that
Yeah.
guy, are you gonna force a relationship?
forced.
Are you gonna push it? Because generally, like if you guys are operating on a deeper connection, single level, no like, I'm not gonna say no rules, but
So let me
no,
ask this
like,
question then.
No labels.
ahead.
But that's something you go in with the conversation about. Though.
So let me ask you this question then. What are some of your, or what do you guys look for in a man short term and long term? Like what do you look for in a man short term and long term?
He gotta have a plan. He gotta be driven.
Okay. Which
Plan for
which
what?
one which one
Plan for his
is
life. Like,
Okay, so
I
give me
don't
the
like a
short give me the short
stagnant
term
man.
ones. Give me the short term ones and then give me the long term ones. What do you look for in a man short term?
Respect,
Okay.
honesty,
Okay.
stability, protection,
Okay.
humor. Because I'm very sarcastic. If you can't handle that, then you can't.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
That's what-
No, that's fair.
Yeah, those are more like that. But yeah, with the stability and the plan, like for the future, like
That's long term.
that's my
Yeah.
long term,
Okay.
and that covers every umbrella. Because like no, you can't do anything without that. Like, and I don't mean like this is set in stone because we all know God got a bigger one. But
Yeah. Yeah.
something. You can't be happy with just this one little job. Like no, come on, bro.
Can't be
wanna-
happy with his McDonald's job.
Yeah,
He don't
like
wanna be the
you
GM.
don't want to.
Yeah,
You don't want to
yeah.
travel. Like
Yeah.
that's my real thing in a person. If you don't want to travel, then we definitely ain't got nothing to talk about.
State-wise or just
No, the world.
Okay. I hear
Like
you.
if you don't have like that type of drive with me, then it won't go anywhere.
I mean, I think that's one of those things. I think I always feel a type of way when I meet a girl who be like, "Oh, I love to travel." I mean, I like to travel
No,
too.
I said I want to. Like I really want to
Right.
travel the world.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
just like
Okay. So you long as your counterpartner is open to that, then you're fine. Okay, cool. What about you, Candace?
If they can't, well, if you meet that person, then they're like they've been on paper, so you know you can't really leave.
I won't be with anybody.
He say they've been on paper.
It's the truth.
Yeah, no,
you never know
I
what
won't
you
be
find,
with
though.
anybody that been on papers.
Those
I ain't got
people
time
come
for
out
that.
of
I've dealt with that enough in my life.
With me, I rather have like short term. I want to see somebody with ambition and goals. Like you might not even have anything right now, but the drive that you have trying to get things or the ambition you have will make me more attracted to you. But for long term, I would like someone who thinks of stability. Nobody who still want to keep up with the Joneses. Someone who's family oriented, or someone who's down for the cause, the family thing, for long term. But for the short term goals, confidence. I love a man with confidence. Even you don't have anything or whatever, you show that I'm capable of doing things.
Fair.
So confidence is another thing for me. I can't have like what they call it, a poo putt. And I'm so strong. So I feel like I'm a very strong woman, and I can't have like a poo putt next to me who just letting days go by waiting for something to fall in his lap, when I need someone who's take the initiative.
Yeah, go and get that shit.
Yeah, things like that.
Okay. Fair. No, that's good shit. So, just so we keeping it
turn it up, man.
Two-sided.
Shit dry.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So here I am. Here I am. Yeah, here I am. So, but I want to give y'all an opportunity to ask us some questions. And then we kind of go from there, and then it'll get a little more alive. You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all got anything or shit that y'all have always wanted to ask us in general, or just from a dating perspective.
I have
don't know.
a question for you, Johnny.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
So I've been knowing Johnny since kindergarten. So we've known each other for a long time. And Johnny, how is the single life going for you since you've been through it all? Like, I know everybody, I'm not the only one want to know you've been married, you've been single.
Motherfuckers, they know I be in here talking about shit.
How is this going for you, someone who's been on that level that they've been on, versus now you're like, solo?
If I'm being completely honest and verbal, or I'm not a huge I don't like being single, but I enjoy being single. I guess I'll say that. I'll say it that way.
That's a lie.
Bust them out there. You got
No,
to
so
back
look,
up your
I feel like it's a lot of work, right? Like I feel like I'm always trying to maneuver things, right? Like, so for me, I'm like I said earlier, I'm pretty straightforward, right? So like if I have an interest in you, I'm going to let that be known, and if you have it in return, then we go from there. If not, then it's on to the next one. So when you think about it that way, there are going to be women who don't find you attractive or have an interest in you. So now it's like, so that's why I really believe in rotations. But even that is.
What do you mean by rotation?
What you mean? You know what he means.
No, I don't. The world don't know what he means.
So I think it's important.
The lineup,
I think it's
starting five. What you want?
Yeah, I think
that's what they call it now. Rotation.
Yeah, it's a rotation.
Oh,
You feel me?
Wow. Are women allowed to have rotation?
I mean,
y'all do got rotations. What you talking about?
I don't say that. I don't
what you got? I saw a meme the other day. It was like a woman sitting there with her, like, she got her wine and her popcorn, like 49 unread messages, and she just looking at them pile up, and she just as happy as it can be.
Right. So Miriam said what you don't like about it. So I was getting to that. Like, so my point is, like, what I don't like about the single life is, okay, so using the rotation thing as an example, right? Say if it's like, if I had 3 in a rotation, right? 3 in rotation, and all 3 of them do something like completely disrespectful, and I just make a decision and say, I'm done fucking with all y'all. So now I gotta restart all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like little shit like that I just don't enjoy.
completely opposite for women because women can have what you call a rotation of
Yeah.
3, and then they'll start rotating with this one guy and like him the most and cut off the other 2. Like, okay,
Just because you
y'all
have
like
rotate,
him.
that don't mean that you don't have a favorite in the rotation.
Yeah,
Right,
I
but
mean,
your
same way.
favorite becomes the one you
like-
with every day. Now you really
No, no, you can't. All right.
Yeah, see, I can't be
do
with,
the
I
everyday
can't,
thing, 'cause
you-
then it becomes more than what it is, and it's
Yeah.
not what it's
That's
supposed
the
to
point,
be.
isn't it?
I mean, it
end of the
depends on the
day.
conversation y'all have, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, prior to that. But I mean, it's been going okay. Like, I ain't lacking in no area. It just be a lot
When do
sometimes.
people have that conversation to move? I never had that conversation. It just kind
You're
of
the second person that says that.
Like, it
Wait, in
never-
what way though?
week.
In what way though? What you mean?
Like, to move on to the next step, like it just happens. It's not something verbally talked about. I mean,
then
like,
how you
you
know?
guys
Then how you know what?
official?
How you
Yeah,
know
like-
what step y'all moving to?
Yeah, that's a conversation.
Like,
That
if
has to be a
you-
conversation.
No, it's just a thing. Like,
Because what if a motherfucker was like, oh, y'all fuck with Candace, and then you hear it, and then you be like, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like we just go,
I mean,
you know.
could be at
Like-
the parents' house and they could be like, "Hey, this my
parents'
girlfriend."
house?
They could just, or you could go to.
I'm not gonna introduce you as
my.
I'm not gonna introduce you as my girlfriend if you ain't my
It's
girlfriend.
gonna be the vibe.
That's
that
what I'm
tells you.
saying.
If we
No,
went
you
to
gotta have a
any of my
conversation.
family,
I'm gonna say this a good friend of
Your
mine.
girlfriend,
You will
right?
wait outside.
Oh, you're just
Or in the
mean
car,
because
you
you're
will
so
He
wait
is
outside.
savage.
You are
KJ
not
is
meeting my
savage.
mama, bro.
KJ is
like,
savage.
it's
You
my
ain't mean my- you ain't
friend.
mean my
If we
mama.
not,
You
if
ain't
we
mean my
not,
mama,
if
you
we
ain't my
not,
grandma.
if
You
we
ain't
not,
even
yeah.
coming in contact with my cousins unless they know you on a different level. And if they know you on a different level, we can't even like operate like that because I know my cousins. so that's just the truth.
messed
So
up.
at the end of the day, it's like you go bump into my family because I got
He
them.
said bump.
They need
Yeah, on
it's an
accident
emergency.
See, I'm under
Like,
the
they
impression
like, hey,
you've never
cuz.
been in love before.
No, he's in love now.
Right.
Crazy.
That's like, because he has a strong mind about everything.
He does,
I
but he
do.
don't let it fool
The
you.
man who always
He
got
locked
something to say.
down.
I
He
cannot.
locked
It's your
down.
boy.
I
He
can
talk on
rent
that
to know you in love,
Lockdown.
boy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So don't get it. It's just like city
It's a
girls
love
with
seat, ain't
him.
it?
Like,
You
they're
can't even
telling
sit on the
about
couch if
forget
you ain't in
that
love,
man, forget that nigga, and then they're in relationships. That's him over here.
Yeah.
You say what? Say
It's
it
like
again.
how city girls and everybody else be like, forget that nigga and all that, but
And
they're
then they
really
got
in
whole
relationships
bunches.
at home,
Oh,
being
my
a perfect
goodness.
spouse and things like that.
Yeah,
People,
'cause
bro,
certain
your viewpoints
certain
are
things
your viewpoint.
sells, right?
It doesn't have to reflect your partner, and competition is always great.
Oh my God.
So I put to you this. I mean, well,
mean,
women
it's
do
healthy.
do women not love competition?
No, we
Yeah, they
don't.
do. Oh,
We
you-
like competition
you
within
stunning now.
ourselves. Like,
Stop the
It
cap.
depends on what we're talking about.
Relational, like from a let's say if you
If you knew,
So would you like a dude who has no other options and you the main option, or would you like a dude that is fucking with you but he low key still got other options too?
I would
Do
like
I
a
know
dude
about
who-
these other options, Lou?
Let's say you know about him. Let's say you
'Cause
know
it's
about him
different.
even. Let's say you know about him even from him, or you just know about him because you know bitches be in his inbox, or you just see how he live his life or maneuver in certain ways, and you just know he got options. Would that make you not want to be the number one option? Would that not make you want to be competitive and be? Let's say if you like him
It
though. Let's say if
wouldn't
you
be
fucking with
like
him.
on competition.
It would make me think like, what if I be the only option? Then he out here doing me dirty. I'm gonna have fun right here.
So you saying you would rather him have other options?
I mean, if I'm single, I don't want him to be attached to me.
Right, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
if I'm single, yes, he
Like,
can have
we all
other
single.
options because I'm have other options. But if I'm in a relationship with this guy, then no,
Yeah.
we're not having other options.
Unless
Okay, so that
it's
means
my
y'all having
option, too.
y'all had to have a conversation for you to say, all right, we officially in a relationship, right?
right?
No.
Well, no. Then how you know you in a relationship?
Because, like, how
you know you in a relationship?
It happened to me before
Sounds like a
where I didn't
situationship.
have
Oh,
a
like, that's exactly what it
relationship.
is.
Like, I was in my last relationship, and it was like no verbal commitment.
And this motherfucker said that was a situationship.
Well, hey, we live together. The situationship is over with now, so
That's fair.
it's just that I never verbally had a hey, we need to be girlfriend and boyfriend or what we're doing.
I mean,
Like,
it
I never
was-
had that
it was-
conversation.
I
People
had
always
that
knew
conversation.
what it was.
I mean, without the conversation, you have no structure of like what's supposed to be allowed.
Yeah, you
what's
got
not.
nothing
Facts.
that's what's expected. Like,
So it's not like, hey, like even if it's like, let's say like we're not even talking about like a financial standpoint. It's like,
Common sense, right?
can I like? It's not common sense.
It really
Because
should be.
in a day and age of now where multiple is definitely a thing, so I'll say polygamy and stuff is a thing. You have to have the conversation because if you don't tell me we're 1-on-1, then it's gonna be 1 verse 3.
Oh my
or
God.
1 verse 4, or whatever I feel like would be.
I mean, that's facts.
entitled to, because you didn't tell me that, like, hey, I think we should only see each other. We didn't have that conversation. Or, hey, I'm only fucking with you, right? Mm-hmm. So even if you don't say those lines,
because it's the same. It's the same flip as saying,
So
right?
who
Okay,
will come out?
let's say we talking, right? Let's say we've been talking for like 2 months, right? But we never had a conversation around whether we was exclusive or not. Then you found out I fucked another bitch. I could easily say, well, shit, you ain't never say we was
you just say, oh, baby.
She say had a baby. That's even
I'm
worse.
saying, but that's gonna kill a bitch.
Right, but look, that's what I'm saying.
And
So-
then you gonna be like, bitch, we ain't together. She like,
Exactly, right? So it's I can easily say, shit, you ain't never say I couldn't see nobody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why those, like, motherfuckers need to know if I'm in an actual relationship with you or not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you
So-
need to know too. I like, I would
So
like to know.
if I go on a date with a woman and she asks me, so how's the dating game going? Are you dating somebody? Are you dating people? Or if she just say, are you dating? I'm gonna say, hell yeah, I'm dating. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a date right now, but I'm still dating. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she know right away that, like, you feel me? I ain't just come on this date so I can see if this finna be just you. Like, nah, I'm still doing what I do. Like, you feel me? But we on a date right now. Your attention is mine. My attention is yours. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I'm just saying the communication. The communication has to be said. Otherwise, a lot of assumptions get made. Then
go unsaid, but that don't mean that.
And a lot of things can go. A lot of things can go unsaid. But you don't want to be assuming that motherfuckers thinking you thinking the same thing. Like, oh yeah, he know we in a relationship. You sure that nigga know y'all in a relationship? Because it looked like I saw him last night with
And just because you say that you're in a relationship,
feel me?
don't mean that the person is going to be
but now you
in a
got something to
relationship
hold
with
them
you.
too.
Right, he in a relationship with someone else
before
over
we had
there.
the
Right,
talk,
so-
ain't had no
so
standard.
still
Now,
y'all
we had
can
the talk,
say-
now I got a standard, nigga. You dropping the ball.
So y'all can still say now whether he disagrees or chooses to, you know what I'm saying, renege on that conversation about, yeah, we exclusively in a relationship. I'm only fucking you, you only fucking me. Now whether he reneges on that or not, that's completely his choice.
It still comes down to, like, now you have weight to hold the accountability on him.
Exactly.
Right? Without it being like this mysteriously gray area. Like you can say, like, you knew what it was.
Period.
Why would you do X, Y, and Z when you know what it is? Because we talked about it.
Which is a really good segue. Yeah, no, we agreed, Tanisha, in here. Communication is key. With an exclamation point. You feel me? So we kind of briefly talked about this off air, but I kind of wanted to.
Let's do it when we come back.
Oh, you want to do it when we come back?
That's gonna be a whole thing.
I don't even remember the question.
Oh, okay. Well, and well, we got.
Something else. Yeah, because we gonna be going on break soon. And
I'm just saying.
Then we gonna end up go do that, and it might lead to, like, because last night it was long.
All right, bet. So I got a question before we go top of the hour. So before I ask this question, or before I even touch on it, I know that as individuals, as human beings, we have a right to make certain decisions on anything pertaining to us that we want and so well pleased to do, right? So nobody can tell us anything. So there's been a lot of conversations around body work or lack thereof, right? So when I think about it, I always kind of want to know, when women do it besides the point of their own self-interest and what they choose to do it for, do women look at it in a short-term and long-term kind of ordeal? I'm just curious.
They're only doing it for the right now.
Okay.
Too many.
Go ahead.
We can give two opinions. Yeah, we can give two opinions.
Too many women is doing this and still coming back home living the same lifestyle, meaning their diet hasn't changed, their exercise hasn't changed.
It's fair.
So you did all that to try to snag a baller, a nigga with money, the nigga on the corner, for how many months? Because you're eating the same bullshit.
You didn't even give a year.
I'm just saying.
No, it's fair. That's a good way. That's a good way to look at it. Okay.
So, and it's like they're putting their lives in danger for what? If you're gonna maintain it. Cool, kudos, because some of them bitches look good. But the ones that are not, you risk your life for what? Waste that money for what?
So you want me to repeat the question? You got it. Okay.
Repeat it.
Okay.
For someone who got some work done, I would say it was a personal thing with me.
Fair.
Like, you've been knowing me since I was little. I was always like the chubby girl.
Yes.
And for me, I had to wait. I was in a relationship for like 4 years with someone, and I didn't want to get it while I was in a relationship because I was dealing with someone insecure. So once that was over with, I did it. I've been in a relationship. I've been out of a relationship for like a year and 4 months. and I did it
To the
because of
day.
me, and not because of a guy. I made sure that I wasn't with anyone, and if anyone knows me, they know I've been working out before I even had surgery. I
fair.
was doing like going to the gym,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff I was doing. But once a lot of people fail to realize that it's not about physical, it's about people within themselves. Like a lot of people feel like they're trapped in someone else's body. They can be more this than that. You know, it's not really about a physical person or trying to scrap a baller. Like, cause me, I have my own money. Like I never really depended on a man for anything.
Okay.
But at the same time, I feel like when I lost a lot of weight, I had a lot of skin, so it had to either come off, get cut off, whichever one was easier for me. That's what I chose, and I think I made a great decision.
I mean, but I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, it sounds like you work towards a goal, and to perfect your goal, you made the
Exactly.
surgery. But that's a lot different than the people we're talking about. We can easily talk about people who get like the what is it, BBLs?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Who
people
just
like
get
me though. It's not like
So let me say this, and I guess I like how you broke it down, Candace, from your perspective, and then I'll read a couple, or KJ will read a couple of the comments. But so I think it's okay and dope that when women like yourself say that it was solely done for them and their own personal reasons, whatever. So I'm gonna tell you how us dudes look at it. Well, some, I won't say all, I won't put everybody in the same category, but cause me personally, I got my own opinion about it, whatever, right? But like majority of dudes like the over elaborate woman who got a lot of work done, right? So like they looking at it from standpoint, oh yeah, I'm just trying to pump a dump, or I'm just trying to crack up, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think, and I would hope that women at least are not naive to know that that's going to come with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's going to bring more attention and attraction to you. Because one, I mean, y'all just have an advantage, y'all women. So, it's a lot easier for y'all to get male attention, in my opinion,
On the first half, but then
than
we
it
got the back
is.
half.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
you got into 40, and then when 40, you start going downhill, and we start looking way better. So y'all got the first half, and we got the back half.
it's all with intentionality, though. But those are
It's about 40, 45.
Yeah. Don't get you a soda out of that van back there. Go on.
All the women,
Go on, get you a.
You've been pretty since you've been 10 or since you was born. You got the first half. So you got from 0 to 40. You the cutest. You got the entire world. But once we hit 40, we start to escalate up. So that's our 0. That's why niggas at 40, 41, 45, you like niggas ain't shit, because they done been through all the bad trauma trying to get these women at the top of their game. And now y'all like, oh, but it's like they just doing what women have done to them.
Right.
They wasn't always the cute guys. They had to work or to watch that shit pass by and build up they blah, blah, blah. So
Right.
they get the money, and then they get the looks by 40, and then they shoot up to the top.
Let me read some of these comments real quick before we hit the top of the hour. So Miriam said, hold on, though. I'm gonna get to that one. Miriam said, if done, she would do it for her. Most don't think of long-term ramifications. Tanisha said it's a trend now. I think it really is in a negative connotation behind it.
I think
like
the bigger issue is that we have girls who are between the ages of 18 and 24 who are getting plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's
the more concerning part, because you still have the shape in the body to even work out and lose way more. You haven't even hit like your late 20s to where the fat like slows down to like being like dissolved. Like, so unless you're coming from a weight loss situation between those ages, you shouldn't really be getting no surgery, period. Because you can mold your body to perfection between those ages. Now, once you start hitting late 20s, 30s, whatever, then like we have the biological situation where you do slow down with the losing the weight, or you do slow down with like all the other issues, and so you might want to enhance that and make that perfect. So surgery's cool. Like, you done thought about it. Like you said, you waited 4 years to do this. That's a respectable thing. Like, anybody who look at that as a negative thing, like that's
no, for
bad.
sure. No, and everybody has their own story and why they do anything in general. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of scenarios where I just be like, what? Like, so example, one of my homies. I guess I'm saying this to say there's a lot of insecurities from within it that people don't face head on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it'd be like the simplest thing, right? You might have to because I can't get in there. Kemosabe, big balling is my hobby. Said, man, I like flaws and all. She ain't a lady if she ain't 280. That's fair because we all got our own preferences, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it just be like certain things, like even from that age perspective that he just broke down. I think it's kind of scary in itself to where it's like women who 18 to 20 feel like they need work done and they ain't even really learned how to develop their own body. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing?
And some people go overboard. It's okay for a little tweak here and there, but I'm not going to say tweak and enhancement.
It just depends, right? So I had a homie who talked to this girl and she ain't like her top lip. She thought it was too small. When I tell you she got her top lip done, like just to enhance it a little bit, and I was just like, you still look the same. Your top lip just looked bigger. Like, I don't know what the fuck was the point of this. Oh, it was just so small. Like, I didn't like it. Like, that's how your ass was born with a small lip.
And
like, you know what I'm saying?
A big insecurity for
that's
her.
what I'm saying.
Like,
and it clearly was. It clearly was. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it be little things like that. Like how you can't, like, she ain't have, like, you know how people got them little ass ears.
Right.
Like, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just you just got a small lip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think I don't necessarily, for me personally, I don't like it when it's overboard. I think if I can't notice that shit, then okay. I mean, maybe you had whatever reason why you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even know until you told me, type shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I like can notice it, like I've been in spaces where I've been like, bro, it's a lot of fake booties in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
too when I'm in places like
it just. So, but see, that's funny. I didn't know until I knew about your work. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Not too long ago.
Right.
But it was like I had seen you though, like you feel me. So, but I just didn't put two and two together,
right?
Or I wasn't looking that hard. I don't know, but I didn't know about your work until I knew about it. You feel me? So,
and I'm proud of my work, y'all.
That's fair. I mean, you got it done. You better flaunt that shit. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? You got it done. You better flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Did I miss any comments in here?
Social Security. Insecurities play a major part. Also, social media plays a major part in women thinking they need to this unrealistic ideal body.
I think it's the entertainment too, like videos.
Well, the attention. So back to social media because everybody gets attention, right? So like, and with social media being like the number one like money maker right now, it's a lot easier for people to like do that.
You think women crave attention?
I mean, to a certain extent.
Okay.
Like, don't no woman want to look being tagged.
At least she ain't say no flat out shit.
Oh, I don't know if it was you. I'll just say something I saw on Facebook.
Go ahead, though. Finish your point.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, women love attention, like, especially from a guy they like. Now, it can get, like, irritating from other people that you don't want the attention from.
That's fair.
Look, a woman can put up a sexy picture just to get the attention of one guy. Like, you guys don't know that. Like,
no, I can see that, but you gonna get that shit from everybody else who you don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Except that guy.
Except that dude.
Except that guy.
See, that go back to that competition thing. But go ahead.
But it's not really competition because.
All right, but what if y'all got mutual friends and she a female and she post a pic and then he go like her shit, but he ain't like yours?
Oh, that's a problem.
Now
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
You know, he's liking her pictures and stuff like.
Because you still looking for that, but she your friend. She your friend. She your friend.
Invested in my life.
I'm saying y'all mutual friends though. It's gonna come across. It's gonna come across your timeline just like it came across his. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So like this, or you can see that.
Yeah, you can see who. Sometimes you can see right on. If y'all got mutual friends, you can see.
And 82 other people like this.
Yeah, so that'll fuck you up, right? Oh, he gonna go like this bitch shit, but he ain't like my picture I put up.
She posted this 3 hours ago. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So anyway, go back to
I've seen more people on Facebook say that they broke up with their partner for not getting the attention they needed than anything else. So attention is very huge, and they're all women.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because
women crave that shit.
If you can't give me attention, then it's like, what the hell is this relationship about?
Right. Like a lot of working men lose their wives and girlfriends because they overwork.
No, that's real shit.
And that's the silliest thing because then they complain about somebody who's not as ambitious or who doesn't have the financial.
I think it gotta be a balance. It gotta be a balance.
They have to be able to make time, like to make their.
That means he ain't really fucking with you no more. He just ain't came out and said it. Like, he just ain't been real with himself and been like, why the fuck am I dragging this goofy ass relationship out?
And say it to the girl.
Yeah, I'm speaking from experience. You feel me? I was in that shit way longer than I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You feel me? Dragging shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that goes back to communication, right? Communication is always key. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you are new to the channel, man, you feel me? We appreciate y'all being in the comments. We definitely gonna be here for another hour. So make sure y'all tag a friend, tell he has to come in. You feel me? It's gonna get real. It's gonna be some yelling in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Go follow 2 vegetarians eating chicken. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go follow Corinthia_moments. You feel me? And at the real. What is it? The real
candy lady.
The real candy lady. Yeah, that's
D-A for the.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The real candy lady.
Not THE. The A.
Okay. D-A.
The real candy lady. You feel me? But yeah, we're gonna be back at the top of the hour. You know what I'm saying? 2 vegetarians eating chicken. We fucking with y'all. You feel me?
WIFTPM.
Broken screen, crash system. Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Coming from where I'm from, every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. Still fooling. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Still watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from.
Look, where I'm from, you gotta decide your own outcome. When niggas keep the peace like King and still move like Malcolm. Get it by any means as long as income is the outcome. Hit that stop button when they mouth run. Damn, straight bullets through the skies that powder babies just like talcum. Heartbroken mothers pray to God and ask him how come. You kill one of mine, you gon' get outdone. Say yourself cause Batman ain't gon' save you here in Gotham, where everybody grew up with a hoop dream. That ain't work, so now that brother out here trying to move peas. Shoebox stash and try and stack it up for that new V. Scat packs, Hellcats, SIT, that new Jeep. Ballin' like a school team. I get gone off one of them cones, stay in my zone, no 2-3. RIP to all my dogs, this Hennessy hit concrete. Free my boys behind them walls until they see us all free. Till our day come, we gon' keep on ballin'. Chillin'.
Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from. I'm from the city of Faux now. Folks in mode now. Blocks they strolling while the cops patrolling. Or they in the trap trying to whip that baking soda. Kids gotta eat, gotta make payola. Try to survive in the windy city of Shy, where even if you got a job, you finesse on the side. Cause they steady raising taxes and the rent's getting high. It's getting hard to get by. you feel that pressure apply. Got some weight on your shoulders and some stress in your chest. Eyes bloodshot red cause you ain't getting no rest. I feel your pain, but you can climb out them depths. I know it's hard stacking bread, paying off them debts, but stay focused and maintain and keep going. And watch the ones that you keep the closest. Never leave your circle open, cause a lot of niggas out here serpents. Snakes in the grass lurking for certain. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a hot where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for the niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from.
What you want to say real quick? Why this song?
You good? What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the podcast, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man who always got something to say. It's your boy, Fly Sweater KJ.
And we broadcasting live from WIIFTBP. What's in it for the black people? Hopefully y'all tuned in the first hour. It was some good conversation. But we finna get real spicy up in this month. You feel me? But we got some lovely ladies in the building. You feel me? Corinthia at Corinthia _moments. You feel me? We got Candace at the Real Candy Lady in the building. How y'all doing, ladies? How y'all enjoying the show so far?
Great.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
Yeah.
So this is Candace's first time on Two Vec podcast. Corinthia has been on before. And we had such a dope time that we want to bring her back. So, but anyway, so there was we had a conversation. We had a shoot yesterday, and it was an all male spot, you know. So it was all testosterone and that motherfucker. You feel me? But a post came across my timeline that I want to read for y'all, and we gonna dissect it and break it down. Is that cool?
Go ahead.
All right, cool. So, and I quote, this dude says, "I love how women," if you in the comments, come back in here, boy, come back in. "I love how women get mad at me for crushing their illusions. Well, I'll crush some more. Men don't want marriage. You do. It doesn't fit us. All it does is give us a false sense of entitlement and security that you need so that we can take you off the market and keep you to ourselves under the hopes that it will last and we won't lose our life savings or dignity in the process. All this while still fighting the urge to fuck other women daily and run free while being stuck in a cage that you can't escape without losing possibly your house, kids, and half of what you worked for. We only marry women because society forces us to. Between women and the pressure of wanting a lifelong commitment, it's a burden that most men fall victim to. Most of us marry you to keep you, possess you, not to be actual husbands. If we had it our way, we would keep you as long-time girlfriends, but y'all don't want to do wife duties unless you have a ring. And so we submit to playing the game of marriage so that we can reap the benefits of a wife. Don't get me wrong. Some of us fall in love and want that union, but for the most part, we don't. We just marry you because we know you do."
Was he bitter?
It sounds like a lot of hurt. It sounds like a lot of hurt.
There we go. There we go.
Shout out to that lady. We up 1,000 points, girl. We got somebody in there feeling.
Fuck niggas like that. Spewing out
They
this
hate
hate.
marriage and women now.
That's
so.
hate.
So thoughts.
It's a lot of hurt in
What the
that.
fuck was that?
So thoughts.
Literally, how do you say something like
I
that?
know he got a lot of backlash.
He can't get no play off. Like,
And whoever his girlfriend is,
she should be ashamed of her
get
damn
out
self.
now. Get
Okay,
out.
that's a problem.
But them be the guys who low key
go after insecure women though.
But they be really good in their relationship. They'll say something like that online, but then be backstage. No, smooshy, baby, I love you, and all that.
Period.
Okay.
But
I
it
don't
sounds like a lot of
understand
hurt in
that. Yeah,
it,
that
though.
sounds like
he's
hurt.
very bitter about whatever happened in this
So
situation.
y'all didn't agree with nothing he said.
No, because there's some guys that do want that. They don't.
Right.
It's some guys who do want marriage.
Yes. He said that.
Yes,
he said that.
But he said most do not. Because y'all.
I mean, I think
How
it's
can he speak for most men though?
Nah, it's-
Do he know most men?
That is not.
Nah, he can have an opinion about it, but like I think if we did,
y'all try to speak for most men though. Most women try to speak for most men. All men do this, or men should be this, or men. This is how a man should be, and it's like, how do you know how a man should be when you're not a man?
Well, it's plenty biblical things that
that's
states
all.
how a man should be.
Oh wait, the biblical
And
part.
the women just go
we getting,
around it.
Oh man, why
we getting biblical.
Why you do that? Because it's so many religious practices. So if you're Christian and I'm not Christian, then what my Bible tells me and what my Quran tells me and what your Bible tells you is completely different. Because the Quran will tell you that you need to be submissive, and that's my religious practice. Your Bible tells you still you should probably be submissive to your man, but you're still not following that.
Right, because it's very hard to be submissive
define
to a
submissive.
Man. It's very hard
Go
to be
ahead, Google it.
submissive
Google
to
it.
Go ahead.
Google
a
it.
man who has no ability to be empowered, like
Or like a leader. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you.
I can't.
I agree with you with
submissive
that.
To someone who I'm the
can't
leader
control
in the
their own
relationship.
emotions.
I agree with that.
Like I can't be submissive to you if you're not
You gonna have
a
to read
leader
them. I can't
in
get
this
in.
relationship. Like, yes, I'm gonna be submissive to someone who has like the authority, the confidence to be a leader, but I'm not gonna. Back to the poop putt situation. I'm not gonna be.
But still, at the end of the day,
submissive to
you
people.
would not marry.
A poop
Or
putt, no.
you so that's the pointless conversation because you want to marry that person anyway.
Okay,
Right,
so
but-
look, let me we'll keep going, but let me read some comments.
It
real
was just
quick.
the latest one. I mean, you didn't really have to read it. It's just she was just saying like he's been hurt.
Oh, so she
What circle
Yeah.
what circle was he in and he's been hurt. I mean the guy's clearly been hurt. Just like when you see women lash out, they clearly were hurt by
It
men.
sounds like he was married before and his wife left him
For somebody better.
for
probably.
someone better, and now he has to pay alimony for 5 years.
Look at all these
So it's
assumptions
just
y'all
like-
making right now.
I mean, because
Hey,
what
I
else?
hate
He's
this
making
bitch.
assumptions, and like that's wild. I don't believe it. And
I mean,
I'm not
maybe-
even big on
maybe
the
there's
whole
just-
in the I
marriage
hate this
thing
bitch
either.
phase.
But
So
yeah.
so I think it's safe to say that a lot of men
Gets emotional after.
a lot of men aren't afraid to be committed to a lot of men aren't necessarily afraid to be committed to one individual. I think the tough part is the idea or the Americanized way of marriage in the society that we live in today, and how a lot of it isn't catered to us as men. Like it's catered to the female.
No, because think about it. When there are the
These
females
are the
that are in
facts.
power, they get fucked over in the system just like the men do.
I mean,
Yeah, but that don't-
Kelly
it don't-
Clarkson
it
gotta
don't-
pay her
Listen,
husband
exactly.
$200,000.
I mean, he petty for that,
Literally,
but
Adele, think about. Come on now.
he petty for that.
Man get
But
paid
that goes back to whoever that
I mean,
man
Dr.
is
Dre
too,
gotta
right?
pay his wife
Dr. Dre ain't shit.
$300,000.
He ain't
Did you
shit.
just-
He
but
was a
wait,
beater.
stop. Did you just
He was
see
a
how?
beater.
Did you just see how you responded to Dr. Dre versus
He
Adele
was a
and Kelly
beater.
Clarkson?
You
can't
saw it?
tell
We
me
don't know
You
the
heard it?
We
physical
do know his
abuse.
victims have came forward and said so. His
But-
ex-wife has
but
said
just-
so.
Did he
But
get it?
how
Did he go to
many-
jail for that shit?
Who pressing charges against
I'm
that
just
man?
Bill Cosby went to jail.
Michelle Olay tried. What is it? Michelle Olay. Michelle Olay.
You should be that's
Michelle
disrespectful, bro.
tried to.
Try, but clearly because of his reach,
It ain't having nothing to do
Come
with
on.
him.
No,
Yeah.
it did. You know what's crazy?
Probably once you
Even
dropped it.
going
Either
back
way
to
it
the
goes.
even going back to the Dr. Dre thing real quick. Like I didn't even know. I had to learn this after the fact. After we talked about it last week, I didn't even know that she signed a prenup. So she's still getting all of that
who signed the prenup?
after the prenup. Yeah, I didn't know she signed a prenup. I thought he did.
His wife.
The current one that they're getting divorced. I didn't know that she signed a prenup. But anyway, no, I think if we did a poll, the numbers would be a lot higher on why men wouldn't want to get married legally to a woman because
They've been hurt
of the
before.
stipulation. Not even because they've been hurt before. It's just because that can be a number too. That can be a percentage in there. Like for me, I won't do it again because of the legality behind it. I'm not afraid to get hurt. Like I'm not
because you went through that experience before.
Yeah, and it was horrible. Like, and I got to see what it was like towards us as men and how we get played. Like,
even if you didn't go through that, would your opinion change towards marriage? If you didn't go through marriage before,
it probably wouldn't change.
You think? Then what got you to get
because
married
I got
twice
to
before?
Well, I only been married once.
I mean,
well, because I didn't know or understand the legalities behind it. Nobody told me that like you know, boy, if you get married, it's gonna be some legal shit that you ain't gonna like you know what I'm saying.
But once again, that
only motherfuckers.
Your non-preparation for that.
That's fair, and I'm able to admit that.
Blame him for
she did.
Societal,
she did.
Like,
but I'm saying, it's like.
But I could have learned. Look, no. I mean, there's some truth to that though. There's some truth to that though, because if I knew everything that I know now today, I would have never got married.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? At least at 25, I would have never got married.
That you know now, that's preventing you from getting married again.
Ain't shit in it for me.
Legal part.
Ain't nothing in it for us. I don't go around. I don't go around. Besides
everything that you want in a marriage, you can easily make with an understanding in a person, and you can lose just like you lose in a marriage. Why go the legal route? I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I am committed to you. You were in a relationship where there was no verbal agreement.
So
literally,
you
exactly.
like to have a common law marriage.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's what I'm doing from this point on.
Paper. I mean, that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, it is whatever you want to call it.
Right. So why not? I'd rather have
why
guarantee.
a guarantee of what?
A guarantee that you're gonna be my life.
That's like, guaranteed.
People don't take that vow seriously.
Divorce is what is it, 50 or 70%?
Should be higher.
It's whatever. People fail to date one another. People fail to date one another before they get married. They just jump into it. Like by me now being like a year and a half.
We can't say that's everybody though, because if the rate, I'll say this: 70% of women file for divorce, off top, and why?
I mean, women.
Tell me why you think. Tell me why you think.
We don't know those numbers, but women do lead the percentage in filing for divorce.
Right.
Women, those are the facts.
Why? Because men tend to, and women too, tend to get accustomed to what they believe is rightfully theirs. Right, with women too, they let that stuff go. Men think because you're home with the kids, they can do whatever.
I think I've seen more women let themselves go than men.
Right. Either way, women let themselves go, and men
when they get married.
Right. I see that too.
Those are
a lot of women let themselves go.
I don't know the stats, but I've personally seen more women.
But long term, men let themselves go just as much. So
men stop being
y'all get that fat ass stomach. Like quit it, because y'all ain't doing nothing but sitting on the couch with your little beers.
But stop, because society also told us back in the day. That if you have a big belly, that means you're eating good, and it brainwashed us before this health conscious. It brainwashed us to think that if you're bigger, then you have more wealth, and therefore you can provide more security because you have more plates. I guess.
Right.
To divvy up.
So let me ask you this: somebody just
look at it. It's even biblically. You see all the big men,
like Buddhists.
Back, no,
yeah. It's a thing.
Like,
it's a weird thing.
It's not a thing.
So look, let me ask you this, because Miriam said something interesting in the comments. So I'll read her comment, and then I want to know if y'all have particular thoughts about it. So what's the solution? Arranged marriage. How do y'all feel about arranged marriage? Could you live somewhere where basically you grew up and your
parents chose
daddy was basically telling your ass, this is who you finna get married to?
That's a financial situation. That's a financial move.
No.
Yes, and it is.
You're like,
it is.
You're selling me like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, he pimping you out basically. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're pimping you to a family that they believe will be able to take care of you once they
giving them something.
cut ties with
I never agree with that shit, yet alone understood it. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, bruh, like, you feel me? Because you know what's crazy? There is and I did see that that Netflix special.
Why you say no? If you take love out of marriage,
which
what
one
do you
she
have?
say? Was the one with the
if you take love out of marriage, what do you have?
She didn't say it yet.
A union. That's it.
So
it's just
if you just have a
okay,
union
so let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. If I was finna marry you, what do I get out of the marriage?
Dog.
if you was going to marry me, you will get a wife. How about that?
So we got you as that a girlfriend. What's the difference? That's a girlfriend. Like what? You don't do much more. A wife doesn't do much more.
If I get married to you, what do I get out of the marriage?
I feel like as a wife,
that's the problem.
Hold on, let her answer. Then you gonna answer too.
I feel like as a wife, you have many responsibilities to uphold, just like a husband. Like I feel like if you're working, I'm supposed to be cooking dinner. I'm supposed to keep the house clean. Even if I'm working, it's just women duties. Period. And I just feel like as a wife, you have to fulfill those duties. Like it's not a girlfriend where you don't have to.
Did you do that when you lived with your partner?
Yes.
So,
but because it wasn't no commitment to, it wasn't going anywhere. So you have to cut ties.
I mean, you cut ties for that for whatever reason, but still at the same time, as my wife. And my partner who we live together, you're giving me everything I would get as my wife.
Right, but pretty soon it's going to wear off because she's showing you that she's capable of being your wife, not that she's doing it just because she's your girlfriend. She's doing it because she's showing you, like, I can be a wife. Like, not just because, okay, I'm your girlfriend, let me cook, right, I'm not doing this shit.
All right, so, Corinthian, what if I was to marry you, what would I get?
Shit I get.
And what's that?
A partner in life.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you want to start playing that game of what do you bring to the table, bitch?
Nah, that ain't what I asked you. That ain't what I asked you.
That's what I'm saying, but that's where that type of stuff goes. What do you get when I marry you? What the fuck do you think you're looking at? You get free pussy. What the hell?
I mean, that's a part of it. I mean, it ain't.
No, I know that was just a joke, but I'm just saying, it's like y'all
it be difficult when it's living. Shit.
Like literally, what are you looking for in a wife? If you didn't get that, you would not have asked me to marry you. So don't sit here and ask me what the fuck you're getting. You ask yourself.
So look, this what y'all get. I'm gonna say this first, and then I'm just gonna say like a couple things, and then we can chime in. So women get the wedding that they always oh my god, my ass. That's what happens, right? Women get the wedding that they hold on. I'm just naming a couple things. Like y'all ain't gonna let me. Y'all gonna let me finish? Look, so women get the. I asked if I marry you, what do I get for marry you? So women get the weddings. You know what I'm saying? They get the rings. You know what I'm saying? The ring when you propose.
We'll just say one because both people are supposed to get both.
Yeah, but who get it first?
Supposed to get a ring.
Who get it first?
You get the engagement ring.
But it's our fault that it's society set up the way that you're proposed to be.
Nah.
I'm not.
So
take the rings off the table.
You accept it that way.
Okay, so then when a lot of marriages end, right?
You still keep the ring.
Who gets the most? I ain't get my motherfucking ring back, boy. I ain't get my ring back. Look, that's fair, but look, she ain't voluntarily get her motherfucker back either. Exactly, that's my point. So women get the wedding that they always dreamed and aspired to have. They get the ring, and then when you think about. I mean, it depends. It depends on who it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so but then let's say the marriage don't even work, right? So now who's the biggest loser in the wedding? Nine times out of 10. 9 times out of 10 from a legal. We talking about the legal part of it, right? So 9 times out of 10, who's the biggest loser?
It depends
from the legality part of it.
Sometimes people don't even have nothing to be a loser. They just leave what they came with.
Period.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like some people don't even like. Right now, we're not dealing with any superstars or celebrities. Like, what can I possibly take from you from getting divorced right now?
You'll still probably get like alimony. You'll probably get like child support if you get.
Yeah, you still gonna get that regardless.
If you get custody of the kids,
okay,
you'll get the child support. You'll probably do the alimony. I'll still probably have to pay you. Kelly Clarkson, right? We just talked about her. She has, I think, majority of child. What is it?
Child support. She has to pay.
She has to pay child support.
The kids.
I thought she had the kids.
Right. What?
Why would she have to pay child support if she has the kids?
I think that's the biggest.
Well, I think
what do you mean?
Even if it's 50-50, the other one still has to pay child support. Even if it's
because you make more.
Yeah.
And so it's still like if I make $200K and you only make like $50K, like I still have to give you supplemental blah 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 to add up.
Let me put it to you this way, like just from the breakdown of the whole legal part of it, right? Let's say if I came into a relationship with a woman who already had a child, right? And let's say we got married, but let's say we get divorced, I'm still gonna have to pay child support to a child that's not even mine because of how the system is.
I ain't even know.
That's literally how the system is towards dudes for the most part. And so I guess I asked that question. Well, one, because I heard somebody ask it, obviously, and then two, I just kind of wanted to know. I think there's a lot of language.
Not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But what happens to the daddy? Does that cancel out his payments, or is she just getting double the payments?
I mean, because you're there.
Wild.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Until you move on and get another.
But I'm saying he
husband,
still
right?
has a father. So how does the father child support payments cancel out now because the new daddy was in here and now he's gone? Like
And maybe I don't know. We got a system that's so fucked up. They probably wouldn't even check for nothing like that. So it'd just be like, you feel me?
With dealing with child support, they basically took my income and his income and did like a median average thing, and
right.
I make more than him, so his payments wasn't
right, and they can do it that way too.
Yeah, I'm getting highly buried, but at the same time, like.
But see, that's the system.
But guys will take that child support thing and think that's all of the support that they have to give.
Yeah. No, I mean that's fucked up. Depending on whoever.
Because it's a lot of guys who definitely love.
Some or majority, because like Johnny's
a majority though. So wait, so the dude who wrote that message about women and men, you guys got upset about that, but now you just summing up men.
He is very
okay.
correct.
I mean, but you were like, oh, he's bitter, he's hurt, he's blah blah. Like you just can't put all men because if me and my partner separated and my daughter and like it was an issue with my daughter, like I need to have 50-50, if not 70. I need to see my daughter a lot more than what the court will want me to allow to see because
the court don't have nothing to do with how much you see. It's just how much you should give the baby mama for support. You can come and see your daughter whenever you feel like it or your child.
And that's your opinion, but everybody's not like that because I literally know people and the mother goes out of her way to make it as difficult as it is for that person.
I can't stand my kid's father, but I don't keep him from them or anything like that.
And that's great.
Because my relationship with him ain't yours.
Right.
As it's, but you know, a lot of women,
but yeah,
majority of women don't look at it like that, which be mad.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Especially if you start doing better,
be wanting to get back with their dad. And when they feel like,
or not even when they don't want him, they just don't want his ass to be happy.
Right.
Fair. And so like,
it's just weird.
Well,
that's just weird behavior.
In women, some women.
Yeah.
It's a lot that it happens to.
It does.
It's
a lot of men it happens to. But
and it's a lot of women who have bitter fathers.
True.
So
just because she's not messing
purposely
with him,
spite the kids just to like.
Yes.
So do y'all desire to be married one day?
I do.
It comes, it don't.
What do you mean? Say more.
My weed, my God, and my dog.
Say more.
I desire to be married.
No Pacifica with a dog.
You desire to be married?
Yes.
Fair.
You have you have a window on that? Without having to say your age.
I would like to be committed to someone by the time I'm 35 and probably married before I'm 40.
Okay.
That's realistic.
Yeah, it's.
Now that she 34, no, I'm just.
Fuck you. Hell, you never know what miracle she could walk out here right now and bump to her husband.
I mean, good.
What about you?
That take time. You say what?
What about you, Corinda? You say it comes, it goes.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not pressing the issue because, like I said,
that's when it'll come.
Yeah, like lately when I'm dating a guy, I'd be like, do I see myself marrying him?
But see, the issue is like you focus on it, right, and it always just comes when you're not expecting it.
Right, but how do you know? You've been married.
I've never been married.
So how do you know when it's
because things happen. Things happen when they're unexpected.
Yeah.
Things happen when they're unexpected, and when you're not intentionally looking for it, that's when it usually happens. It's supposed to be like it's not even like a surprise, but it's just like, oh damn, you do check all the boxes at one day, and then you would think about it. But like until that point hits, like if you're focused on it, it's never gonna happen.
Right? Do you guys? Do you see yourself getting married in the future?
I don't believe in marriage, but if I was to get married, it'd be because of the person I'm with wants to, and in order for me to make her happy and sacrifice a part of me, I would do that. It's not selfish for me to marry her.
Yes,
because she wants to do it because you will be unhappy in the marriage.
I didn't say I would be. But listen, nothing changes.
And then y'all gonna argue. I only married you because you asked me to.
Right, so why do it if you don't believe in it?
So
why do it if you don't believe in it?
The paper changes. We've already talked about it. Though.
I know we did. I'm just glad she agreeing with me.
I mean, but it's an unselfish act on my behalf.
No, it's very selfish.
Really selfish.
You cheating yourself.
Because you know you'll be the problem in a relationship.
Because you're doing something that you don't even really want to do, but you're doing it from the sacrifice of.
Selfless because I'm sacrificing a part of me. I'm sacrificing a part of me.
You telling yourself you being selfless.
Nah,
when you marry somebody, you don't want to be selfless and do it. What you
That's
say?
you're saying?
Say it again.
So you're saying you love her that much that you're willing to sacrifice a part of yourself for that? You trying to romanticize this?
I mean, that's what it would be.
That's what
it has to be.
And then you'll be the one get irritated. Damn, this bitch. Right.
Yeah.
I already
And that's
probably
full of resentment.
I mean,
like
but
that.
it wouldn't
You
be like
bad,
people
but-
say
and then
that.
you're going into a union that's not.
But if you're already with this person,
Totally.
you're already with them long term. You have already set up things in play to be with this person and to make sure things are set up. The only difference is a $50 piece of paper.
Right. So why would
Right?
you allow that $50 piece of paper to sacrifice the way you feel?
Because it will make her happy.
And you can't make her happy without the piece of paper.
No, but just adding on that one piece of happiness
just
it would just help.
Oh.
If that
so
easy,
that will
if
make
that,
you happy that she's happy.
at the end of the day, probably.
Probably.
I don't believe in it, so probably I can't tell you because I'm not at that point.
Oh.
So there you go. Like we're talking as if I'm getting married next week. Like no, that's hey, but no, but like in the future, if that's what the case was to be, then that's what it would be. I would sacrifice part of my happiness for her to be happy.
Girl,
Yes.
don't ask this man to marry you. He gonna go do it.
You say I'm gonna do
doing
what?
this for me or you doing this for us? For you.
I mean, it would not be a surprise because that conversation will easily be happening. I do not want to get married, period. And if you want to get married,
Is
then
that a deal breaker for some people?
I can't answer for all, but some women feel like that if we can't get married.
If a
then-
woman want to get married,
Yeah, I think
is it a
I'm-
deal breaker for you?
No, I'll just play the game as long as I can.
So I'm glad you just asked that question though, because I wanted to know what were some of you guys' deal breakers in the sense of what are some things you would completely just end the relationship like right away besides some of the little
Like too many baby mamas.
okay yeah
But
okay.
you knew that when you got with him.
Right, I wouldn't pursue.
Shit, some dudes lie, you know what I'm saying? And
I
then
wouldn't
you find
pursue
out.
a relationship with someone. Well, I have kids, but one father. But I want, which is make me selfish to not want someone with kids. But I do want someone with kids.
That's
just
fair.
Not with a lot of baby.
Because they can be
mamas.
relatable, right? They know what it's like to be a parent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So they can have
And I
three
could date
kids, but they just
someone
can't have
without
three different women.
without kids too.
Which one is preferable?
It'll be harder though.
No,
Which one is preferable?
someone without kids. It's preferable because
I think that's the hardest one to do.
I think that's the easiest one.
How you figure?
Because like I'm 33, so men, I don't like dating anyone younger than me. And when I date, it seems like men are always ready for a family. Like they're not.
So you date older.
No, 33 is older. I date someone like my age or older.
Like, what's your range? What's your age range?
I would say I'm 33, so 33 to like 45.
So older.
Okay, so
And
you like
probably find men
mature.
more
You like
close to,
mature.
38 and up.
You like mature men.
I like mature men.
Yeah. What
Them
about
niggas
you? You
still
got a
don't be
range?
mature.
You got a range, Corinthia? Nah.
I just like what I like when I see.
Corinthia just she ain't got no preface. She just be swiping left. No, I don't like what I don't like. I don't
Literally,
see
if
that
I
right
see
there. I don't
something I
like that.
like,
Nah, I don't
it's-
see
it
that.
is
I'm
what it
gonna
is.
swipe it up. No, it's fair. No, I think it's a lot from a male's perspective, right? I could just speak from a male's perspective. I think it's easier to date a woman who maybe has a child because she can relate with me because she know what it's like to be a parent. Now, I think more than 2 is a stretch because I have 2, so I wouldn't go past, you know what I'm saying, more than what I have. But I think it's a lot. I guess it can be easier too to date a woman without
age limit.
I would date a guy with
I
5
got an
kids
age
and
limit.
1 baby mama. That's
Say it again?
He has a little stability. Like I would.
Oh, so you would date a dude who has like 5 kids with one
and
baby?
1 baby
That's
mama.
that's fair. I can understand that. I mean, he just like kids. Shit,
Or he just
you feel me?
was in a long-term
He got a
relationship
weak
with
pull-out
one
game.
woman. and-
Oh, it's on some money bag yo shit. Just pull out game week. You feel me? But that's
I got
hilarious.
an age limit on kids. Like they can't be no younger than 5. If they're younger than 5, I'm not doing it. Because to me,
Okay, that's.
being
I
a
mean, I can.
parent,
13.
That's fair.
to me, being a parent.
I think that would be easy because you ain't really got.
No, I mean like
to
I don't want to
maintenance, you know
date
what I'm
him
saying?
if he has a newborn up till 5 years.
Right.
old.
Yeah,
Like,
nah,
it's a
that mean,
newborn.
nigga, you
So,
mad-
like,
that's your
to
baby,
me,
bro. Like,
That's
you
like y'all don't got no schedule yet. Y'all ain't
Unless
on a parenting
They broke
page
up
yet.
when she was pregnant. Don't
So
have any
I don't
affiliation
know.
with each other.
Yeah, it just depends. It's just too new, and I don't like young kids like that. So it's just like
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Because people, kids don't be listening, and you don't know how people raise their kids, especially when you dating and then you find out. Because one of my friends was just telling me that, and I was just feeling so bad. And I was like, damn. Because the kids is bad.
I'm always trying to get something going with the kids. Like, I'll be like, let's go to urban air with the, that's when we are getting to know each other. Like, if I want to involve the kids
Like
or something.
soon.
I want to see what
far
type
in
of
do you
parent
do
you
that?
are.
See, I ain't trying to be no stepdaddy.
How far
though.
in do you do that?
Right, so you should date with the kids.
Wait, and didn't you say you would with one
I'm saying I'm not opposed to it, but
But you
that's not
have
gonna
a
be
pre-
my preference. Like I'm not going to. Now, if I meet a girl and I vibe with her and she has a child or two, then I can see where that goes. I'm not gonna want to meet her
But what
kids
if
right
you-
away.
Right.
What
It'll
if
be
you see a
sometimes
bitch
that
from
I want
afar,
you to
but you
come
know
over.
she got like 5 kids? That's gonna sway you from not talking to her.
I'm probably not gonna talk to her because she got 5
But what
kids.
if she wants you to come over and
nah.
the kids are there? Like, you all have to.
Nah, I'm not trying to. That's not. How soon are we talking though? Because
I
I'm
mean, it
not.
don't have to be soon. It just has to happen. Like, you have to come across the time that you would have to meet someone's kids.
I ain't disagreeing with you. I'm just saying for me,
That'd be
there
a
has
long
to be
time.
there has to be a while. Like I'm not trying to just bring anybody around my kids. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like, and I would hope that you not trying to bring, at least till you get to
No,
know me a little
I'm
more.
not
You
with
know what I'm
bringing
saying?
friends
I will
around
bring
my
someone. I
kids,
think
so.
it's the sooner the better. Like,
Nah, 'cause you can
like
rush
how
it.
Preferably,
Yeah.
like, what are you rushing? You're trying to see how people, this guy or this girl, interact with kids. Like, why wait long term? Then
Until you feel
see-
like I feel like until you feel
and
like
then
feel
you
like
see
solid
she's not
about
gonna
that
look like
person.
this bitch cooked the
Just like
eggs
you
before
gotta,
bacon.
just like you gotta a range on guys you date. There should still be a range for how quickly you want to introduce somebody to. Because motherfuckers crazy out here.
I don't
You
introduce
feel
nobody
me?
to my
So
kids.
like you
They'll
you
know
gotta
about
you gotta
him,
make sure
but
you
they don't
comfortable
meet him.
enough. You got to make sure you comfortable enough with this individual. It's the same as if we went on the first, like what I was saying earlier, right? If we went on the first date and the second date, I want to cook some shit for you, but you tell me I don't really feel comfortable coming to your crib. I got to either respect it or be like, all right, well, keep it moving then. You feel me? So it varies. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's the time frame for you?
I mean, at least, shit, 3 to 6 months or something. Like I'm not in no type of rush to. I'm trying to get to see if
My
it's
life.
okay for you to be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in my life, because I'm inviting you into my shit. You know what I'm saying? The same as vice versa. You feel me? But for me, I always look at dating like as an invitation. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is me getting to see if you fit with the program that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? And maybe women feel the same way, but it's just like. It's the same as a vibe. If I ain't vibing with you, then that's cool. You feel me?
Right, yeah, you're not.
Miriam said, makes sense. Everyone can't meet your children. Don't form unnecessary attachments. Facts. You feel me? Because I got a homie who with a girl now, and he clearly not supposed to be well, but he has said stuff like, and I done built this relationship with Chance. That's not your son, my nigga. Like, I don't. What you mean you built a relationship with him? Like, that's cool. That's what I would hope that you would do if you talking to
that's
his
what
mama. But you gotta be
Now
be
he
well
don't
enough.
Like her, but like the child.
Nah, they back together now. But
Oh,
it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because it's just like, what are you doing, my dude? Like, you feel me? And it's like he's in denial. Like, and he can't even be real with himself. And it just makes me, and I hate those type of situations because then I look at my homies different, and it's just like, bro, I can't even respect you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just.
Took away his respect.
Yeah, a little bit. Like she fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? And his homies was there to pick him back up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I feel like if you have a certain small level of friends in a circle that continuously gives you advice on certain things, and you probably should, giving you freedom to still make your own decision, but you knowing that if you experience a thing before and we told your ass you probably shouldn't have did that in the first place, and then you go back and do it again, it's like a level of respect that's lost. Like, all right, well, I'm done trying to. Don't come to me with that shit. Like, if you got something to talk about this individual, to go talk to somebody else.
It's like when your friend tell you that her boyfriend hit her or something, you like, oh, leave that nigga, and then he just like go back.
Exactly.
I mean, she go back.
And then she
you
go
like,
back.
you
Then it's
stupid.
just like, all right, well, don't keep coming to me telling me that this nigga beating your ass when I already told you that you should leave him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those type of things that is just like, bruh, like, you feel me? But now he got this attachment that he feel like is keeping him in some shit that he don't even supposed to be in.
That's a cap.
That's the attachment.
I mean, he say he love the girl,
he's
but like,
comfortable. at the end of the day, he's probably just comfortable with her, and like
he complacent, too complacent,
If a man wants to leave,
too complacent.
he's gonna leave.
Not always.
It depends on who he is.
Not always.
It depends on who he is, and we gotta learn shit though, right? Because even in my prior relationship, right? I wanted to leave for a while, but I kept making the excuse, oh, we gotta make it work for the kids, because of shit that was so drilled into my head from a religious or spiritual standpoint. No, I didn't cheat. Physically, I didn't.
Black men don't cheat.
You know what I'm saying? Black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, I probably did. I can say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she probably did emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Physically, I didn't. You feel me?
Emotionally cheating?
Flirting with motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Having an emotional
never
bond.
really
Like if you
telling other girls all the shit you got going on with your girl you talking to. That's emotionally cheating. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know you don't supposed to be doing that shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, you said flirting is emotionally cheating?
Yeah. What I'm flirting with you for?
That's not emotional though.
It is. Okay, so if that flirting leads to us having exchange phone numbers and then I'm conversing with you via text message, or we just talking about random shit, but I'm still talking to you in this little innuendos here and there. Yeah, I saw you at work yesterday. You was looking real cute.
No,
like, you know what I'm saying?
That's still different though.
It's
Emotional
still
cheating and flirting leading to cheating is completely different.
What is flirt? What is flirt?
Is me going through issues and instead of bringing it to my husband or my partner at that time,
I ain't disagreeing with that.
Another man.
So you saying flirting is natural?
Yeah, that's a natural thing.
And
but I'm saying,
so why cheat can't be natural?
Lead to cheating, but emotional is not the same thing. Y'all trying to
Nah, this is perfect. No,
this is perfect. No, this is. I feel like there's a form of flirting that can definitely be considered cheating.
No, that's what, I'm not denying that.
Okay,
I said that.
Okay,
but it's not emotional cheating. Emotional cheating and that is separate.
So that part of
because to me,
the emotional and the physical
is just normal cheating. That's just regular. Go ahead. You
okay? Got you.
Club,
got you. Your ass is cheating. Okay.
Like
cool.
I said, we in a relationship, and I'm telling my partner, and I'm telling someone else some shit that I should be telling my partner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm emotionally dependent upon this person to keep me happy, to help me solve these issues, instead of going to my husband or my wife.
Yeah, your ass emotional cheating. Yeah,
that's what the emotional cheating is.
That's fair.
So yes, but flirting is still natural. Right. It comes naturally to me.
No, it's natural for me too, but people would consider that shit cheating.
That's just perfect for the next segue though.
Cheat when they're lacking something at home.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's always a condition.
For women, mostly attention.
Whose fault is it when someone cheats?
Well, see, it depends though, right? So let's say
stop.
It depends.
Why not we just switch the conversation?
Go ahead, please, sir.
Go ahead. I mean, you could have easily said so. It's cheating biological.
No,
for the human race. You say no. You said that clear as fuck. Really? If I tell you that there's only 7 species in the world, Craig, that are faithful,
not just the city, the world, Craig,
committed to one individual for eternity, right? So if we get married, like you're my one partner, right? You cannot tell me that.
How many birds you got on that list? Because I got about 3 of them in my head. So
human is one species.
It is, but humans are not in the 7.
Well, that's because all humans are not faithful, but some people are not, so you can't say that.
So it's biological.
It is
no,
not.
It's not.
That's greed.
How is it not biological?
Greed.
Everybody have a choice.
Yes.
Everybody has a choice.
Yes.
It's not.
It is.
Everybody has a choice.
I'll tell you this.
Right or wrong,
but
yes
listen,
or no.
But you're talking about a conscious decision. That's not what I'm like. You're solely looking at like independent situations. I cheated because of this. I cheated because of that. People just cheat to cheat. It's just
because
naturally
they're not capable.
So
listen.
Some people do cheat to cheat.
Right, some people do, but
they don't know how to be in a relationship.
But to answer your question, though, right?
That,
so because I
that's
don't
just
cheat
what comes naturally to me.
I mean, but the attention and the wanting,
so.
the attention and the wanting from something else is the natural. It's not ability, but the natural cause, right? It's the biological setup. Right?
Having emotions is one thing.
Well, but we're not talking about
But trying to
that.
say, your dick leads you, it's ridiculous.
Your DNA.
I just fell in that pussy, bro.
As a human being, we are naturally, biologically, according to nature, right?
You're just talking.
Research this shit yourself. Then.
You should
listen.
No,
Listen.
It is the fact. You want a woman to Google it right now? We are not meant to be with one person forever. At the end of the day, therefore we have to rotate.
Yes,
smash and dash. Fuck on with that shit.
It's conditional though, right? Because
American monogamy is only conditional in America.
You're supposed to see what you want in life. Like throughout your life, you're supposed to date, and then
right, so
when you come up into dating, you find one person that you feel like this is the one, and
But-
that's the
but
one for the
it's
rest of
never-
your life. You haven't dated the one person for the rest of your life, or you're not going to be one person. You have dated several people, but it comes a time when a man has to sit down and be with one
What
person.
that man say in that post? He sit there and watches
And
people
he's
get
bitter.
married and be caged the fuck in. Obviously, he has friends who out there looking and like wondering and talking about other women who are not their wives.
That's them.
What I mean, but
Listen, I'll put it to you this way.
I'm just saying.
I'll put it to you this way.
Who has fun in their marriage with their wives.
Just because
And
you have fun doesn't mean you don't look. You look at the dude that you're more attracted to when he come in the room, whether you
that
have a
don't
partner
mean I
or
want to
not.
date him.
All right, if you want with that person, you will date him though.
That's like I can't.
You can
a lot
look
of,
and not
a lot
touch.
of women be
And that's
looking
true.
good, but they're probably
But that's
done
more.
with
But that's
the
more of a
brain.
mental. I'll go back to it. Right, America is built off of monogamy. We are a culture
Fair.
of monogamy. If you go outside of these American borders, it is
Didn't
not.
we just talk about arranged marriages? Because I'm pretty sure most of them be sometimes having at least one
But
wife.
most
right,
of
so let
those
me ask you
people
this.
who have
Let me
arranged
ask you this.
marriages,
Would you be in a? Would you?
There are other
They
countries
have
where
about-
there one wife.
They have
He's
about.
talking about Africa, where
That, but
the
still,
men
that's not all of Africa. So he can't say that.
several wives.
Asia,
Not all Africa.
Africa,
Not all
we're
Africa.
I was just saying we
Indian-
African American.
Asia,
So
We're
look,
not
everything
Africans. We're
else.
African American, and
Nah.
you know the African guys come over here and want an American woman. They don't want several women.
You don't know that though.
I do.
It's the,
All
but
right, so
you
look,
know.
hold on.
You
Let
don't
me
know
bring
every
look. Let me
African
bring some
American
order.
over here.
Let me
Women
bring
wanna
some
come
order.
from over
Let me
here
bring some
and-
order. Let me bring some order.
Need a
So we
gavel,
ain't going in no yelling match back and forth. All right, so let me use this as an example, and I guess to just see. I don't disagree or agree with anybody. It was just fun to watch y'all go back and forth. But so let's say if I was 18, right, and right, but let's say if I was 18, right, and let's say I guess this point I'm trying to articulate or make is based off of what KJ was just saying, how we're not made to just be with one woman or one whoever for the rest of our lives, right? Now I agree with that to a situational stint, right? So if I'm 18, freshman in college, I meet a girl I fall head over heels for, and I'm ready to marry her. Now, I say I'm a virgin. I ain't fucked nothing else. I meet this one girl. I fall head over heels for her. I'm going to have homies who tell me, bro, you tripping. You ain't even really lived yet. You ain't even really fucked. You ain't fucked nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think in those type of scenarios, it becomes about that too, and then the choice as an individual, whether or not, I mean, you can, but so for me, right? So for me, I don't think it's ideal to be with one person for the rest of my life, but I can make the choice to be with one person for the rest of my life. I don't necessarily think it's ideal because there's going to be scenarios. Okay, so just to go back to what you just said, right? So, but look though, this is where that communication piece comes in, right? So let's say you ain't getting certain things that you need emotionally at home, right? And let's say your man ain't getting certain things that he needs at home physically, all because you ain't getting what you need emotionally. Now, let's say y'all communication is horrible, right? So let's say y'all don't even have conversations about this shit. You ain't telling him that you ain't getting certain things that you need emotionally, and he ain't telling you, you know, the things that he not getting from you. Y'all just walking around the crib on eggshells like the shit ain't going on, and it's a big ass elephant in the room. Now, his brain gonna automatically be, as a man, she got me fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna hit up, you feel me? Woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? And go get it from, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm saying that to say that it's still the choice behind it, right? Like, so you can choose to want to be with somebody for the rest of your life all day. That don't necessarily mean that shit gonna work for the rest of your life either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if y'all ain't having strong enough communication to keep that turn, again, your turn, to keep that shit going for 30, you hear couples who be married for 30 plus years, 50 years, because they kept having communication.
Wait, I still want to say this though.
Go ahead.
We're finding out more and more, right, that even those couples were not as happy as they seem to be.
No, but they compromised.
They just decided not to like get divorced.
And they compromised and still made it work though. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's ideally to be with one person for the rest of your life, and it's an option to not to be. That's what.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's still a choice though.
I'm saying that because, like, being single is like people tend to be better with two, like with someone. Like someone, it depends on your person who you with. Like if you have someone who don't motivate you, who don't communicate with you, then yeah, you're gonna fail in a relationship.
Yeah.
But when you have someone who does motivate you and communicates with you, then
it's both ways.
What makes it?
Well, I'll say this. So at the end of the day, because we are people, we are destined to be around other people, right? So that's just one thing.
Peer pressure.
It's not peer pressure.
I mean, if you allow yourself to be peer pressure,
if we're people,
it exists.
Like we need community. We need some type of sort of friendship. We need some type of sort of like bonding experience, right? And that's at the end of the day. So it sounds like you're just replacing that with a person that you think just fits that criteria, which would be one individual person. We're still not getting down to the root.
And it's a
question,
perfect, and this is a perfect example, though, right? So I mean, unless you, I don't know if you agreed with that or if you had a separate thought, Corinthia, as far as wanting to be, or is it ideal to be with one person for the rest of your life? I don't know if you agreed or disagreed with that.
Cheating wise, no, I don't agree with that part of it.
Okay.
I feel like if everything is on the table and we have a discussion, then cool. You know, everybody got to be safe. But it's like,
I think we live in a society, at least from my personal experience, where it's so easy to lie to ourselves, right? So, I got a homie, right? And I kid you not, this man, this is the same homie I'm talking about actually. He told old girl that basically there was peer pressure. He came to the show one time and he told old girl that there was peer pressure because he cracked the girl when he was out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she knew about it already, so it ain't no secret.
Wait,
you feel me? Listen. Nah, she already knows. So I mean, clearly he had to tell her. But my point is, this nigga lied and basically made it seem like I peer pressured him into doing it. Nigga, I didn't put a gun to your head and say, "Hey, fuck that bitch."
That's the fuck shit I don't like.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
so
like telling me, "Oh, baby, I was drunk. Oh, I was high." No, nigga, you wanted that.
Nah, you still made a choice. Like,
Period.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so easy.
But here's the thing,
it's so
though.
easy to lie to ourselves, though.
It base everything sexually. You guys are saying,
we don't.
I want to be with more than one person because you only want to fuck more than one person.
Exactly.
It's not about nothing about a connection.
I mean, that's if I go back to rotation, right?
Community.
That's if I go back to.
That's not about that.
That's if I go back to rotation, right?
Can your dick get
Nah,
into
hold on. That's if I go back to rotation, right? Let's say if I got 3 in a rotation, right? I got one of them who fucks me the best out of all 3 of them, so she gonna be the main one that I go to for that. I got another. Hold on. You didn't even let me finish. I have 3 in the rotation. Listen.
The best sucker, the best eater. What you
No,
got?
I wasn't finna say that shit. Listen, no, I wasn't. Don't put words in my mouth. First of all, there's 3 in a rotation, right? And I have one who physically, you feel me, connects with me the best. So I'm going to use her for that. You know what I'm saying? I have one who I can freely, emotionally be able to communicate with better out of the other 2. So I'm going to use her for that mainly. I have one who's just a go-getter in the grind and we build shit together. And I'm going to use her mainly for that. Like, it's not, some men do only think about sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is way bigger than that, obviously. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't tell some dudes that, but that comes with a level of maturity or immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Especially for younger cats, right? So they always thinking to just smash. For me, it's all situational. If we in an environment and everybody is enjoying themselves and it's getting late, I'm literally going to start thinking about, all right, who I'm going to bring back to the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But I'm not going into a situation. If I go on a date, I'm not going into that date saying, I'm trying to crack her tonight. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm going to let the date fulfill itself.
But still, at the end of the day.
It's an end goal. Like, you feel me?
Back.
You can it doesn't go back to anything.
Stop.
So y'all don't go on dates and be like, "Ooh, I'll take him down." Like, get the fuck out of here.
Get
the fuck. That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what.
But not tonight.
Not in the I'm about to attempt to try.
Right.
Stop.
You
don't.
Yes, you can probably think. Yes,
you can vibe with an individual. So y'all ain't never cracked nobody on the first date.
Hell no.
I mean,
you ain't never cracked nobody on the first date.
I had a one night stand.
You ain't never cracked. Okay, I just want to make sure it's 50-50 in this motherfucker. You feel me? I'm just saying.
Sometimes it's like not about.
Wait, but are one night stands fun though?
It depends on who is with. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, but I'll just say this.
It depends on who is with.
At the end of
It
the
was
day.
fast.
At the end of the day.
You said it was fast. That's fair.
You want Sabi, big ballers, man? Javi say you lying.
Stop the cap. Chemo Sabi. Big baller. That's
like people choose to do whatever they're gonna do. Like at the end of the day, we are not destined to be with one person forever. So what? You smacking your lips as if it's not true. You can research. We had a conversation. Wait, stop. We went to a seafood boil together. You told me that you like to research shit and like easily debate it. We can easily off camera let you look up this shit and we can easily debate it then. But still, right now, the facts are, because you can't look them up right now because you haven't picked up your phone, I'll just give them to you. We as the human race is not destined to really be with one person. As you get older, dick and pussy is not as important as you think it is. And that's why the question always comes up. Stop. But that's why the question that always comes up. What more can you do for me besides that? Because when I'm 40 to 45, I don't just want that. I don't just want to fuck all the time. So now what can you do for me? It
depends on what you need and if that person's willing to meet your needs.
And that's where the whole like relationships and like what most marriages fail at, because outside of the sexual aspect, we don't really know. And we're not willing to figure that out. It's always men. But let's be honest, women are the ones who are filing for divorce a lot more than men. Because of what?
Women who's married, they tend to get married for monetary reasons. And when it don't work out, they file for divorce. And they get money out of it. I think that's why some of the women file for divorce first.
So who's more in the wrong? You're filing for divorce. You're leaving
I don't think that's a matter of right or wrong.
You're leaving me for a financial stance, and I'm marrying you for your pussy.
Right. So back to people who don't get to know their spouse before jumping into a relationship.
Yeah. I mean, people get divorced after 20 to 30 years
because they never knew their spouse. They can stay together for 50 years. They still don't know.
I couldn't even imagine.
And men stay together so they won't have to pay alimony.
You say paying what, 50-50?
You can imagine being with someone for 50 years.
That's a lot.
I can.
I mean, I would like the thought. But God,
do y'all believe in 50-50 relationship?
You
think relationships should be 50-50?
25.
And
going 50-50 on?
No, it depends.
It's like
it depends.
Do you think everything should be split down the middle?
I don't even think everything is literally 50-50 though, because someone is always doing more in
I think so too.
Like I may love you more, or you may.
So who do you think should do more?
There is no such.
It is.
There is no such. Who
should
do more?
Then I mean you ain't with the right nigga then. If he ain't leading in that way where he's doing more, then you ain't with the right nigga.
Right. The man would have to do more.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, that's how it's.
I'm gonna take over the relationship.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to have you not finna.
But doing more as far as what?
It just varies. Like it just depends, right? So like let's say if y'all both have careers. Right. Okay. So that's already starting at the 50-50 thing, right? We both have careers. We both probably can equally pay all of our bills if we live together, right? Let's say y'all live together, hypothetically. Let's say y'all got a child together. Obviously, the woman is probably going to do more in that area from just naturally being the nurturer, right? Because there might be some things that you can't make it to, and 9 times out of 10, the woman gonna have to do it, like a soccer game or a gymnastics thing or whatever the case may be. Household things, like it's probably going to be maybe a little even, but like he gonna do the normal shit, like, you know, take out the trash and, you know, keep the lawn mowed, and, you know what I'm saying, maybe y'all split, you feel me? At the end of the day, I guess my question is, do y'all think or believe that men should be running the household in a way where it is 70
You're saying
30
domesticated.
or
Do you
whatever.
think a man should be domesticated?
Yeah.
No, I don't want no domesticated man. I want a manly man. I want to be domesticated.
Not domesticated in that way of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like, you said you want a man, no, I ain't meaning that. No, you saying you want a man to lead, right? Because you don't want to overpower the relationship. Exactly. So I'm saying, okay. That's all. I guess is what I'm saying.
I'm just so much of a control freak and leading my own damn band that it will have to be 50-50.
So you can't be submissive is what you're saying?
Oh, no, I can very much so be submissive.
Okay.
That's not my issue.
Do you guys believe in, like, the astrology stuff?
Hell yeah.
To a fault. I mean,
do.
50-50.
Because
right?
KJ's sitting here, by him being, like, a Sagittarius, they say Sagittarius men do not like to be committed. I'm telling you this. Like, Sagittarius men are adventurers. They're not.
Shit like that.
And these are facts, since KJ like to talk
I
about
say these are the facts.
Astrology is not a fact. Astrology is not a fact, people.
Every last one of the astrology says the same thing about.
Astrology is not a fact, people.
every
There's no
last
research behind it.
psychic or whoever
Psychics
says the
are
same
fake.
thing about the astrology.
Psychics are fake.
Sagittarius men are no good with commitment.
Oh, you ass.
What they say
like-
about Aries, dude?
I don't know because I'm a Sagittarius
You
woman.
just be looking up-
and
you
I
be
just
looking for the
looking up
Sagittarius.
my
What day?
sign
Sagittarius.
and the signs that I
What
date.
day?
I never dated an Aries.
No,
I
no,
dated
what day?
The 3rd, December 3rd.
Bitch, I'm the 4th.
Oh my God!
Look at the
girl.
unity in this.
Sagittarius.
Look at the moons and the
Yes.
suns and
Sun
the
alignment.
risings in this
Sagittarius
motherfucker.
men are different from Sagittarius
Way
women.
different. They suck. They make
But-
us look.
This is how it's aligned,
Wait,
though,
no,
like
but you know what though? I'm not
They
gonna
know
lie.
I'm
It
the best thing
depends
they
on
ever
what
ran into.
month, but
I know, right?
Stop
He's
playing
a
with
November
themselves.
Yeah,
Sagittarius.
them Novembers,
Ooh, look,
them
they don't
Novembers
even
on a
know.
different level.
They're on a
They
different
on a
level,
different
so
level.
I'm
Well, we
not
gon'
really
They
careful
they
with
category.
We gonna
right?
talk
They
more
don't know
about
my
this off
birthday is
cam,
December
but I
12th,
just
though.
want to.
Just flat out.
We gonna
Just
talk. We
straight
gonna.
up. It's
We gonna.
definitely in
He
December.
hates relationships, ladies.
I don't hate relationships. I love them.
Sagittarius men.
I
Yeah,
definitely
like
love
the,
them.
the ring portion.
I'm
We gon-
sorry. Research outweighs everything. So I'm a researcher.
Research
Sorry.
that.
Researcher. I will.
That's fair.
We
When
can
it's real.
research it on our next.
We gonna talk more about this
On
off
our
cam.
next, go ahead. Got you.
Behind the scenes, you feel me? But everybody who was in the comments, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. Continue to rock with Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. Make sure y'all go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Follow the Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Follow the Twitter and the IG Two Vec Podcast. Number 2 VEC Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go subscribe to the YouTube channel too. We got a bunch of visual shit up there. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be a guest on the show too, hop in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, y'all can get freaky too a little bit. if you
Check
want to.
out our boy DJ Wacko Wednesdays.
There you go. I was waiting on you. That's your
Weeko
line.
Wednesdays? Weeko
Weeko.
Wednesdays.
He talking about Wacko Wednesday.
Wacko Wednesday. Weeko Wednesdays.
It be going up on Wednesdays.
Black men don't cheat.
They
all
don't
the
cheat.
time.
Ladies, we've had a great time with you guys. Make sure y'all
Thanks for having
pop
us.
the socials out again. You know what I'm saying, for everybody.
It's up there. They can read them.
Oh yeah, it is up there. There you
Real
go.
candy
If they got
lady.
this far, they can read.
That's the feistiness. And
We taking a break next week.
That's the
Miss Corinthians.
Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, thank you for that, KJ. Brother, and one of my brothers getting married next week, so I'm gonna be in
Yay.
Myrtle Beach.
Right.
Fuck
Somebody
that,
believe
fuck
in it.
that shit.
That's a lot of people that believe it.
Anyway, he gonna be married. He getting married next week in Myrtle Beach, so I'm gonna be out. So we ain't gonna shoot next Thursday. But we'll be back the following week. So and we gonna come back with some heat. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
we can hold it down for y'all.
The two
Hold it.
Sagittarius.
That's I'm not gonna let y'all gang up on my brother like that. Nah.
Now you know I can handle 2 women.
I know you.
Now you know I can handle 2 women. Come on, bring that shit on. You
KJ
damn
said,
right.
"You know I
Bring
can
it.
handle.
We'll bring
You know
it
I
on.
can handle 2
I got
women.
it.
You
Bring
know
the
what I'm
titles.
saying?
Ain't nothing gonna surprise me. I'm ready for it all.
How?
Trust me.
I have a title.
Go ahead. We can talk about it.
What
all
is the percentage of sex that is important in a relationship?
100.
100%. I think it's
I
more
would
about
say
the
about
connection though.
50%.
Because you can have weak ass.
I think it's
sex.
easy to say
Right.
50,
It's easy for 50%.
and it could be weak ass sex, but you can always grow
You can
from it
groom
too. You
that.
know what I'm
from
saying?
it.
You can
So
grow
you
it.
can
Yeah,
groom
yeah.
that.
You
You
can
can
groom it.
teach
Yeah.
that.
Sometimes you can't.
I mean,
grow.
some shit you can't teach,
'Cause I feel
but
you can't grow.
You can't grow
but I
it.
feel like it's
no, I mean even you
because
can in that area too, though, a little
deepens
bit.
the
You know what I'm saying?
connection
You just gotta
as
you gotta
well.
have the
the
You
BBLs.
have to
The right-
enhance
You get
other
that
areas
input too,
though.
that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
true.
gotta have an
You can't grow
emotional.
in one area. You
Yeah.
have to enhance your other area.
I agree with you
But the
100%.
sex still gotta be on point.
Wow.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's fair. All right. Well, anyway, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. 2 Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
Man, who always got something to say? It's your boy Fly Sweaty KJ.
It's
And we out.
category.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that boy a problem, he getting too cocky. I'm with that fat boy shit, nigga just slopping. I'm with some brothers and they get it popping. I'm with my cousins and they get it cracking. We keep that pistol though, we don't be lacking. We don't watch TV and we don't be acting. Keep a little bitch to receive the packet. My jewelry booming like, ooh, I'm macking. My whip is black and that tear is khaki. I'm pulling up like, ooh, I'm macking. 223s a Louis badly. Just like my brother, I'm moving badly. I fuck with him, might move to Cali. Number so low, I'm doing damage. I know these pussy ass niggas can't stand it. Turning down bitches like knobs and found 'em. I'm on it, I'm on put her on film. I'm a little bitch out of gym. I'm trying to make me some money. I'm stuffing these hundreds. I made a few bands in these town. They gon' respect the whole South. I'm gonna bring it on home. I'm in water with shorts and I swim. I know I got me a style and these niggas gon' bite it, but know where they fucking with him. I put my feet in these ballads and step out that palace. I know I'm the freshest in here. I'm trying to stack up
this money, I'm saving the hundreds. I'm packing like Madison Square. They say a nigga getting cocky, well I feel like Rocky. I'm rocking these rocks in my ear. I know these jockers be watching, but I keep that rocking. My brother been running the till. I do this shit for the gangster, the pimps and the players. I'm working these bitches like tools. It gon' take nigga a little time to get on my level. I know they been peeping my moves. Jump on a plane, she flying to get it.